That beautiful flag, those buildings, only one place we can be. The nation's capital, Ottawa. The trials continue on TSN.
He had been oh so close, but always came up short. Then in his 14th try in front of the home fans, he didn't disappoint. That is what you need to become the Canadian Hurling champion. Brad Gushue finally won the Brier, and he wasn't done yet. A world championship capped off a season to remember. Standing in his way in this semifinal, Manitoba's Mike McEwen. After tonight, the Olympic dream will continue for just one of these teams. The Tim Hortons roar the rings next.
Just west of downtown Ottawa, the Canadian Tire Centre, home of the Ottawa Senators. They had some great playoff hockey last season. Tonight, it is the curling playoffs. Mike McEwen taking on Brad Gushue in this men's semifinal. In 2014 in Sochi, Mike McEwen watched his wife Dawn win an Olympic gold medal for Canada. Can he get his team there this time around? Meantime, Brad Gushue, a 6-2 record, the only team to knock off Kevin Koe all week long as the 2006 Olympic gold medalist tries to get back to those Olympic Games one more time. Coming inside the building, glad you're watching our coverage right here on TSN. I'm Brian Mudrick. I'm sure you've heard the story by now. When he was a teenager, Brad Gushue made his curling bucket list, and slowly but surely he was checking everything off, and finally this year he did it. He won the Brier in St. John's, then he won a world championship in Edmonton. So at 37 years of age, why not start a brand new list? But first he's got to get through Mike McEwen. He won bronze at the Brier in St. John's, and he gets better and better each and every event. It was a fantastic week of curling on the men's side, and leading the way was Kevin Koe's team. 7-1 record. Because of that, he's directly into tomorrow's final. Only the top 3 teams made the playoffs. You see Brad Gushue, the 2 seed, Mike McEwen, the number 3 seed, and we are set for this semifinal. With more, let's go to the booth and join Vic Roeder.
Hello, Canada. Nice to be back with you. Cheryl Russ alongside, as always. This is a rematch of the 1-2 page playoff from the Brier last March, in which Gushue beat McEwen and went on to win. McEwen slipped down, eventually won the bronze medal. As these two teams get ready to play an event in a game where I think he got off to a great start, McEwen, but he hit some bumps along the way.
Yeah, they really did. He lost 3 of his last 5 games. That's pretty concerning going into a sudden death game against somebody like Brad Gushue. But when you look at those 3 losses, Koe, Gushue, and defending gold medalist and Brad Jacobs, you got to give him a pass. Great week, 5-3.
And now the 2-time defending Manitoba champion. Of course, that was the big thing. Could he ever win Manitoba after getting to 5 Manitoba finals? But he has, and now it is Brad Gushue making his way in. Similar situation to St. John's. Slow start here.
Yeah, they lost their first game to Epping on tricky ice. Then their second game, they lost to Jacobs on a pick, which could have rattled most teams. But I think they had one of their Gushue meetings that we'd all love to sit in on. And they've come out here and they're playing strong. Neither of those games has rattled them. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Could easily have been 8-0 by now.
Mike McEwen came here playing a little more conservatively, but he thinks he got a little too mellow when he was losing 3 of 5.
Yeah, that defensive approach, I think, was the best thing you could do when the ice was tricky. It worked. But all of a sudden, the ice is absolutely perfect. Now you've got to come up against Gushue, then possibly Koe. The only way you're going to beat those 2 teams on a good surface is to force their hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Gushue.
So he goes 2-2 to start, rattles off 4 straight. What's the difference?
Brad didn't seem really happy with the throws that were coming at him early, and I think they've settled in, and now Gallant and Walker and Nichols, they're throwing the rock very, very well, which is translating into some confidence for Brad when he puts the broom down, and that's showing up on Brad Gushue's score, 87% so far shooting percentage.
So when we come back, it is McEwen, Gushue. The winner goes through to meet Koe to represent Canada in Korea. Is he going to pick it? Oh! Come on! Walker Gillette called off. Now some late licks. Where's it going? Right through the hole. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and handshakes.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Our semifinal Saturday continues with the men this evening. It's Gushue McEwen. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Hi, I'm Skip Mike McEwen. Our lead is Denny Neufeld. Our second, Matt Wozniak. Our third, BJ Neufeld. And we curl out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hi, I'm Skip Gushue. Our lead is Jeff Walker. Our second is Brett Gallant. Our third is Mark Nichols. And we curl out of the Valley Haley Country Club and Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
So Gushue at 6-2, McEwen at 5-3. And so last rock, choice of stones, they go to Gushue. He's elected to play the yellow. McEwen has the red. The last rock belongs to the reigning Canadian world champion. And to get us going, the McEwen lead is Denny Neufeld.
Line's good.
I think there's some similarity here to that
Line's good.
semifinal we saw earlier
Line's
today.
good. Weight's good.
Rachel Holman's win over Jennifer Jones.
Doesn't have to curl. Doesn't need to curl.
We thought Jones or
Easy out.
Holman would take it right to Jones because of the fact that Jennifer had been struggling. What do you think? Well, now the gourd is up, right? They didn't come in, so the game is on. I think, is that just their style, McEwen, to say, let's go get at it?
I think they called that short. Yeah, I do. And little surprising because this is such a big game, and you don't want to give the opponent a quick deuce here, but it can work either way, that center guard.
Line's nice. We're there. We're there. Line's good. T-line, back four.
So game on right away.
No, we're there.
With second stone.
T-line.
No. This was one of the conversations that Brad had after their couple losses, that their misses tended to be heavy. They were heavy on their draws and they were wide, and so they've actually really tightened up. That their tendency now will be to be tight and light, leaves usable stones for them.
All these teams have that skill set of getting the rocks in the right spots and raising them in, so it's that makes sense. Once it's behind the tee line, it's pretty hard to use it.
Weight's good. Top 8.
And we said when this began, it's those little things
When you can go, Matt.
where the
No
rocks are left, whether you can use them or not.
It is. Yep. Go, Matt. Go.
All right, let's check the
Keep going.
keys to the game as the freeze just comes up a little short. We'll start with Brad Gushue.
Well, this Gushue team's playing as a team at 87%, and it's what you do with that 13%, and they do it very well. It's that workable weight, it's their shot tolerance, and what they leave. And Brett Gallant, you really have to look to him for what he brings to this team. It's those once in a while strategic calls that they look to him for, and it's always him charting the pass and the ice. The only thing he's got to do, though, is bring up his draw weight. He's 10% lower than Matt Wozniak.
Gallantry, I get it.
That took you a little while.
Hard. Good shot.
Maybe we'll get something here. Let's check the keys for McEwen.
Win the battle of the angles, which is you're looking at right now. The McEwen rock didn't get buried. In comes Gushue. Now McEwen's in trouble already. You got to get those rocks in the right spot. And then because Brad Gushue makes all those big shots, his high percentage with his last shot at the end, go with hammer because he makes his, you make yours, you score 2.
No, you could have gone MC hammer. Yes, you could have, but you didn't. The keys brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Line's good.
Oh, I'm glad that's over.
Being graded on that kind of thing.
It's very stressful.
Whoa.
Attaboy. Shot, Matt. Shot.
Matt Wozniak.
Very slight
Kinda
advantage for the
leave the
McEwen
yellow
front
lined
end,
up.
2%, 1%.
Probably.
And then the same thing in the back end for Gushue, 2%, 1% advantage.
It looks tough to keep them lined up, but I think you can. Okay, hack weight. Hack weight, yep. Okay. We'll line it up on.
Here, slow here.
You rub the guard, Brett, and roll in. It's completely fine.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a whole lot.
Hack weight.
Yeah.
Just pass the hack.
No weight.
Hack. Just hack.
Whoa, it's pretty good.
Just
Whoa.
hack.
No, I think weight's good.
Close.
We got hack.
Wait.
Whoa.
Weight's
fine.
good.
Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. 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 Great shot.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I mentioned this is a rematch of last year's 1-2 page playoff at the Briar. These two skips have a rivalry that goes way back, Brian.
Vic, it does go back many years. These two teams are very good friends. They're actually sharing a locker room this week as well. But we could point out way back to 2001 when they met in the Canadian Junior Championship Final. It was right here in Ontario in St. Catharines, and that happened in 2001. They have not aged a bit. Check out these young guys. McEwen on the right, Gushue on the left. On that team, Mark Nichols playing with Brad. And Brad Gushue would go on to win the gold medal in that game. Denny Neufeld was a teammate of Mike McEwen back then as well. Nolan Tisoon, who's with Curling Canada right now in the building working with them, he was also a part of that team. So the rivalry, I asked before this game, Denny Neufeld, okay, let's fast forward it now to this game, big time pressure. And he said when he talks about his skip and Mike McEwen, he sees Mike being their leader this week. He's more calm, he has more perspective. And I said, is that a good thing? And he said, absolutely. He's been our leader, and we're following him, hopefully, right to the gold medal game.
And I think, I mean, it's been obvious to us, too. He isn't as quick to lose his temper. You know, when shots don't go his way.
I think the finish, it's all
More controlled, but again, by his own admission, maybe turned it down a little bit too much.
Everybody jumps in this team. It took them a while to get out of Manitoba. Well, who wouldn't take a while to get out of Manitoba? There's some really great teams there. And then it's, you know, look at last year's Briar. They won the round robin.
Wait, don't wait.
They lost a close game to Gushue in the 1-2. They lost a nail-biter to Cooey to get to the final. Then they won the bronze medal. They won 10 games at the Briar. They're knocking on the door. They just, some of these great teams aren't cooperating.
Well, and you've seen at times, I think, with Mike, he'll take a risk kind of mid-game that'll put him at a deficit. And he doesn't seem to be taking those risks as much anymore. He's, you know, getting forced to one and keeping the game tight and giving himself a chance down the finish.
Oh, there's your gallantry, isn't it? Right around that corner to get to the, just behind the tee line, completely buried, Brett Gallant.
Well, on both shots, his first one was beautiful. It was kind of that workable weight on that soft hit. Leaves the setup shot it again. It's what you leave.
Tell you what,
Or just not this.
you don't want to crash on this guard coming by trying to make that skinny double.
I prefer to make this. But he still just goes around the corner. Yeah, I know. Then you do this. Okay, make this. Firm weight.
I like that call.
We know it.
You might in the second or third end play that shot, but are you absolutely certain right now where to put the broom and what it'll do in a fresh spot?
Firm. Yep.
Hard.
A little more room for error on this shot.
Playing third stones, BJ Neufeld. Brother Denny's got him. Run it back, and he'll get rid of one. And it's straight back. That stone shot rock sitting top edge of the four is 3/4 covered.
Hat higher, eh? Yeah, he makes the double. It's still a 2, so.
Still a really, really good end for Gushue going here.
Like, cat higher and I make the double.
Yeah, the McEwen team muttering to themselves, still set up for a possible 2 here for Gushue.
And I think BJ's right, just a bit higher.
Whoa,
and they
pretty
both
hard.
go.
No, right off. Just touch the line.
Through the hole?
No.
Run it back. Oh, goodness. And that might just kill that 2.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Should curl okay.
How's that look?
Good speed.
Pretty good?
It's good speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curled a lot here in the ladies semifinal.
Hair up right now, Mike. Close. Yep. Heavy.
Hard, Matt.
Whoa.
Yep.
Heavy.
Yep.
Hard, Matt. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
No.
Hard on this.
And
Hard,
now
hard,
they've
hard.
grouped them.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Good shot.
Okay, B.
Yeah, he said hard out of his hand. It's still
That was
wrecked.
good weight.
Yeah. Look tight ice to me.
Yeah, I agree. Tight ice.
Right?
Yeah.
Not nearly enough ice.
Look like a hard kick to me.
Huh?
Look like a hard kick to me. Okay, board.
Got a little fortunate. They created some separation. If Mark makes this double, there might be another double.
Is this going to come off the line at all?
I think you'll get a little bit of curl with board, Mark.
Looks like nice ice to me. Okay.
Do they avoid the jam on their own here, Gushue? They might even be going the other way here.
Okay.
I think they are.
Yeah, because they've softened the weight. They're just nosing it even.
Weight's
Good.
good.
Yep. Touch quiet if anything.
Yep.
Hard.
Really gotta go. Hard, quiet.
Hard.
Walker and Gallant.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa.
Throw it right over, Brett. Go, 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 go.
So they'll give the shot rock for the moment
Little, not bad.
How much?
to McEwen and sit 2 and 3.
Control weight right there.
Smart call. If you rolled the other way, we would have set up a double like we mentioned. So Mike makes any mistake here, you've got a wide open hit to sit 2. And even if he makes this, there might be a double either this try for Gushue or his next one.
And the one last. Okay.
Hey, Mikey. Snows?
Yeah. Is that? I threw here in practice. I threw a bit wider, but there's some movement.
Okay.
Yeah, just nose it. How much weight?
Control. Okay.
Good control.
Clean it.
Easy, Matt.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Good control.
He's up.
Whoa.
Hair up,
Whoa.
Beach.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, no.
Clean. 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 It's good.
Very good.
Oh, just.
Hey, nice shot.
Throw, Mikey. Out of board
side? Yeah.
I think this, I think.
that's the
Yeah.
call, yeah. What are you throwing here?
Just normal. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot.
I agree. Mike's didn't do much here.
What rock do you want?
What?
What rock do you want?
Give me
No,
the,
but
8
at
first.
least it's, you know, it's a nice curl to watch there. It's not like it's not like falling. No.
Even roll a little wide side here. I don't think Mike could just draw for 2. He might. If he ever sets up a double, it's a 3.
It's good.
Normal.
Clean. Whoa.
Normal.
Whoa. Whoa.
Last night in the final round robin game, he played Kevin Cooey
No.
in a game that
Roll it, Jeff.
wouldn't affect
Roll
the
it, Jeff. Go.
standings. Cooey
Hard.
already had
Hard.
first place
Hard. Hard.
locked. Gushue curled 93%, the team 90% in a win over Cooey to hand him his only loss.
I think he was worried about that rock, I think.
Good throw, Brad. Doesn't make it any better. Harder. No. Okay. Easy. Yeah, I like that. Like right there. Okay.
This McEwen team, though, you've got to look back on the trials experience that they had in 2013, the 2 Briars that they've gotten to, all those provincial losses and wins. You know, this is a team that's really built. They've learned a lot from everything. They've tried to get better. You just have to wonder when their big break is going to come, when they're going to win the big one.
They've been knocking on the door.
So close. Played very solid here this week.
Went 3 and 4 4 years ago in Winnipeg. No Manitoba team has ever won the trial.
Clean it.
Quite a bit less.
Yep.
It's control.
Easy.
Weight's control.
Clean.
Yep.
Kerry Burtnick was a runner-up.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Hard. Hard.
right up.
Hard. Hard.
Right up.
When it was a demonstration sport, and then Jeff Stoughton
That was good weight.
That's better weight.
Yeah.
lost to Gushue in 05.
It's interesting. You talk about the team knocking on the door. Look at these guys are virtually equal coming out of junior, obviously. Mike took forever to get to Manitoba to get that experience on arena ice at the Brier. Brad goes every single year. He's been, I don't know how many now, 15
or something,
yeah.
Briers, yep.
Yeah, probably on pace to 30. And you wonder if that's, fast track Brad a little quicker, even though Mike played in such a tough province. Two perfect hits for McEwen to force a single here.
Weight's good. Good weight. Hair quiet.
Real nice weight.
Hair quiet.
Whoa! Off!
Off.
Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
On the quiet side, Mark. Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Clean it. Clean.
Throw, Brad.
And there is the force. Gushue has to take the single. It was the miss on the run back by Mark Nichols. McEwen has last rock when we come back.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, Halifax played host to the 2005 trials. Brad Gushue's team from Newfoundland and Labrador against Manitoba's Jeff Stoughton in the final, and playing the 10th and up by 2. Gushue takes out one of the Stoughton Stones. Beautiful run back, and it looked like the 25-year-old was on his way to Torino. However, Stoughton drew the button with his last. They called for the measure to see if he was sitting too. Reaction from the team in orange told the story. The boys from the Rock had shocked the curling world. Stoughton's second place finish, the best of his trials appearances. For Gushue, he'd be a moment that would change his life, as along with Mark Nichols, Russ Howard, Jamie Korab, and Mike Adam, the newly minted team would win Olympic gold 3 months later in Torino. And Mom Marine is here. And it's interesting when they talk to Brad about possibly doing this again and going on to win. He said it would mean so much more because his sole focus back then was just curling. But now, having had his mom come through her cancer battle and thankfully healthy, and now being married and with children and business owner, all the things that go into making up life would mean this. Another chance to go to the Olympics would mean that much more.
What did I throw last time? It was hat?
It's off? Yeah, we were hacking it, Steve.
Yeah, it was hat.
Perspective is a pretty big thing when you're playing sport.
Pretty cool to have your whole family here this time around too, and his kids to see his dad perform. Doesn't get any better than that.
Forward. Good weight.
Remember, we didn't even come off the ice in the Olympic final, and Brad had the phone, and he phoned his mom right on the surface right after we won the gold medal game to talk to her. It was pretty emotional.
And then
Forward a foot. Perfect. Good shot.
shot, Brett.
And the daughters are there. There's wife Krista. And
Easy, Matt.
Haley and Marissa. Remember St. John's last year? They were in one of the booths. And they couldn't watch some of the shots. The children, they turned away. And
Yep. A little heavy.
would know by the roar of the crowd whether Dad had made the shot or not.
Hard. Really gotta go. Hard, Dan. Straight up, Dan. Straight up. Hey, Matty. Shot. Okay, good throw.
Same weight.
Extremely aggressive end for McEwen and #1 in such a big game, and it paid off with some good run backs, doubles, and forced Gushue to a single. And that was the plan.
Yeah, and you get that hammer back. You know, we tried to look at some of the differences if there was much with these teams. Both of them have the same conversion with hammers. Both of them can force about the same. So
Shade more.
it really is going to come down to a shot or what you leave here or there. We talked about that in the Homan game where it really was putting some pressure on and making the opposition chase you rather than you chasing the opposition. And that just comes with figuring out the ice and putting the broom down and getting that roll.
Well, we both, I think all of us, and three of us said that
Same weight.
something that we have not seen for a long time.
Okay. This is right.
Jennifer
on the
Jones
same
was
line as
not
Dave.
able to get anything going. And you're right. The whole game she chased Rachel
Little
Holman.
less weight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she had a double in the to tie it in twice and two doubles and missed them both. One they're both steals that really cost them.
Hard, hard, go, 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 go,
Tried to
go,
roll
go,
away
go,
now,
go,
tuck
go,
it
go,
behind
go.
their own. And may have left a corner.
Almost, though. Nice throw by Matt.
Good sweep. Good throw. Close. I think I need a hair more. Shot, Matt.
Matt Wozniak.
You don't want to roll out in those either, do you? And then Gushue loops around that center, which is a Gushue color, so you've got to be careful. Great try.
Yep,
Hair
just
light,
hack.
if anything.
Little tight and Brett, go. Hard.
Hair light, if anything.
Hard. Hard. Really got to go hard, guys.
Hard, you got it.
Hard.
A little tighter, they said. And so it is. Gallant Walker. Oh, thank you, boys.
Wow, that just went through that guard.
It did. What an advantage to have brushing like this.
I thought it rubbed. It was so close.
On the lighter side.
It ended up being good when it hit.
I mean,
Oh.
the whole way it was good.
Yeah.
It was still curling after the card.
Yeah, how do you hit it dead on? You can hardly see it.
Whoa. Hair heavy.
Whoa, off.
Weight's good.
Heavy.
Nope.
Stay with it.
Close.
Close.
Still heavy.
Yep. Whoa.
Pack weight.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Danny.
Whoa. Danny. Hard, Danny. Hard. 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 Hard.
Good.
Did it again.
Bangs it right there and sits.
Wait.
Good shot.
No nerves out of these two teams right up the bat.
Yeah.
Same weight.
Maybe a hair more.
Yep. Smidge more.
Easy. Yep.
Pretty well the same.
Clean. Yep. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Hard.
Same weight.
Hard.
Come on, Jeff.
Gotta go.
One more time
Hard.
for
Roll
them.
it, Brett. Roll
One
it.
more time.
Go, go, go.
And this time they'll roll it away and sit full in the 8.
Just shade more weight.
Shade
eh?
more, yeah.
Somebody's going to make this roll perfectly.
That's a good throw.
Huh?
Hack weight.
Yep.
Same weight as Steve.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was a soft tack.
It's been 3 in a row. Brushed really hard down this spot. It's warming it up. It's taking a bit of pebble off. It could get a hair straighter here now. Certainly quicker.
Same weight.
Yep. Just hack.
Easy to oversweep this, I would think.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Wozniak back on it.
Whoa.
On,
Whoa.
off, on,
Whoa.
off,
Hard.
on,
Go,
off.
go, go, go,
Roll
go.
it.
Sorry.
And not quite as Mike McEwen accepts responsibility.
Good throw,
Couldn't
Gage.
tuck it underneath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy hack.
Yeah. Good hack.
Eerily similar to what happened at the Briar. Bad start, team meeting. Bad start here, team meeting. 2-2, and then look what they've done through the rest of the round robin.
He was what, 60 past that? Yeah. I can give you the same. Yep.
Clean. Yep.
A little soft.
Hair more.
Whoa.
Hair more weight.
Clean. One more.
Whoa.
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 Quiet
A little
board.
more weight. They might be able to roll behind the center here.
Yeah. Whoa. 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 Don't roll buried.
Go way over.
Yeah,
Way over.
go,
And
go,
they
go,
are
yeah,
going to go
yeah, yeah,
underneath
yeah, yeah.
and to the back. And hang on to the back edge of the 4, but in the open.
Real nice. Just a little more weight. Yeah, maybe 6 feet more than us. Yeah.
Why did he say don't roll buried? Any particular reason?
It's a little harder.
I thought I heard him say that.
Oh, just because if then they make that run back, then he was wanting to at least have it off the forefoot.
Okay.
I think.
Or the freeze, sorry, and then they would at least be able to chase it.
Some movement here.
They looked at coming around. If you bury an inch top 4 on the outturn side.
What's that?
That's good. Huh?
almost forced Gushue to play the run back.
There's some movement here.
Great start for McEwen. 3 straight, then bump, and a couple more bumps. He hasn't played since yesterday morning with the win over Brendan Botcher out of Edmonton. That clinched a spot, but he still had to wait last night for Reed Carruthers. Carruthers, had he beaten Botcher, would have forced a tiebreaker, but his good friend Carruthers lost, and so there were no tiebreakers.
Just hack.
Yep.
Hack weight. Hard, Matt. Whoa.
Line's
whoa.
good.
Whoa.
Easy, easy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hack weight.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Matt. Yep. Hard,
Whoa.
hard, Matt.
Yep.
Whoa.
Roll
Whoa,
it.
Vinny. Whoa.
Roll it.
Roll it, then.
Good. Good.
I love the weight they throw with those shots.
Weight was okay.
Weight was great.
It's a lot of confidence in where you're putting the broom and in your brushers.
I think so.
Might get a little bit of finish.
You don't roll.
I don't
Gushue
think
makes
it's
a
going to be much
real
more
good
than
when
this
it's on the back of the
down
button
there, to
buried.
be honest.
I feel like there's a little bit more curl on
You
this
do?
side of the sheet,
Yeah.
but
Based on seeing Mike's go down there, I don't think it's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind an inch more, but yeah, there you go.
Normal weight.
Normal weight.
Trying to roll center.
Yep.
It's interesting. They were asking Brad about the pressure of these trials in the Olympics, and he said there was nothing compared to the Brier pressure last year. He said at times it was intense and it was uncomfortable, and that's such a good, like, now you've been in the worst situation as far as pressure goes. This feels like nothing when this is the biggest thing to 99% of the teams.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
And there's the roll. Where's it going to go? And it'll pop out the other side and stop back 12. Well, the thing was that the meeting at the Brier was, boys, let's take the pressure off ourselves by embracing the moment. And they did. And then they started to feed off the crowd, also playing well. It's the same thing that Rachel Holman faces here. Holman from the Ottawa Curling Club. This is her town. These are her people. And she has done that. She's embraced it.
I think it's almost predictable that the home team has so much nerves built up coming into the first game or two, and it depends on whether you can shake it or not. And Holman did, and Gushue did.
Hard final stone.
Clean. Clean.
McEwen.
Clean. Clean. Right up. Clean. Good.
And away it goes. So McEwen gets the blank, keeps the hammer when we go to 3. Newfoundland Labrador with a chance to put a tray on the board.
Not heavy, Brett.
Is this where they're going to miss Walker? Yes, here comes Zipper. You can't give up this opportunity here. You need more than full.
Yep.
Mark Nichols, one coming over, and he's got it.
Yep.
Trying to blow this up, blow it up. And he moved it. Yes, far enough. They're going to have to pick this out.
Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Pick it
Whoa.
out.
Curl.
Get loud. Get loud. It's gone. The chance to win his first Brier title.
Doesn't look heavy.
It's getting frosty. Full 8 is what you need. Full 8 is what you need to become the Canadian Curling Champion. In his 14th attempt, he becomes the Brier champion, goes on to win the world title as well. Has it all now, and he said quite honestly, having accomplished and checking off all those things he had on that list that he made as a youngster, he says, I'm playing with house money now. And it's all about love and desire at this point.
Yeah, it was put a lot of pressure on himself having a list like that, and then to get to go to the Brier every year to Newfoundland, virtually because he's the best team, not because they hand it to him. But he,
Weight's good.
as those Briers piled up, it's like, and then all of a sudden here he is in Newfoundland, wins it. Pretty cool story.
Roll it away. Roll it away.
And they've been on a roll ever since. I mean, Brier, the Worlds, and then even all through the beginning of this season on tour.
The blank in 2 means here in the third. Once again, Mike McEwen will have last rock. He has the hammer. We're playing the red stones.
Jeff Walker went through the guard to make that first one, and then it rolled open. So much easier shot here now for Brett.
I mean, for most of us, the list is milk, bread, and eggs. And him, it's gold medals and world championships.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and they had to also learn how to win as this team, you know, and then once you win with the 4 of you, that I think that always seems to give you permission as a team now to keep going on and winning. The confidence builds up. It was a different unit back then.
Okay. Overroll by a couple inches would be really good.
Make no mistake, too. Brad Gushue has admitted he can be tough to play for. He wants the same amount of commitment from his team as he puts in. And he's got 3 players with him. Nichols, of course, he knew. But in Walker and Gallant, they are as committed as anyone. The hours that Gallant put in as they try to roll this underneath, and they'll tuck a piece. The hours that Gallant put in joining him as a former Canadian junior champion, the winningest junior skip all time.
Yep.
You think, you know, he goes there and he goes, all right, I'm ready to play. He was not ready to play. Not ready to play with Brad Gushue.
I hardly recognize Brett Gallant. I played against him quite a bit as he was coming out of junior, and I'll bet he's put on 50 pounds of muscle. It's unbelievable. You're right, Pick. All 4 of them have to do it at 100%. That's just the way Brad does it.
To get it out yet, Jeff. Jeff, get ready on this red.
Hard, Mark.
Hard, Come on, Jeff. Come on,
go.
Jeff.
Hard.
Go, 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 go.
And that is a testament to the action of the stones.
Yeah, that didn't look good all the way down.
That was their misses early in the week, if they had any, and it was a little bit heavy, a little bit wide. The bad combination on this ice. You want to have your brushers sweaty and hot, and they've been on every rock. You don't want them out there and coasting down the sheet.
2 near disasters that end. That one there and the earlier one where Walker just got it by the guard, or McEwen could have split the rings for 2.
You're sliding really good, Jeff.
Isn't this interesting, though? Again, we come in with this story about Mike dialing it back, not taking chances, waiting till it sets up. It's not setting up for him, and now he's basically said, "I'll play you blank. I'll take the blank."
Yep.
Yeah. We're third stones.
Yeah. Playing the odds now. I think you'd get have hammer and you get even end, score a 2 in the 4th. That's the plan now.
Yep. Go until it stops. Go until it stops. Go, go, go.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Shot mark. Good weight.
I think what Mike has gotten so good at over the last few years with, I guess, all the experience is just also looking down at the 3 in front of him and saying, you know, I'm not going to take those risks until I know they're ready as well. And that's just intuition as well as even the chats you have between ends, talking to your team and saying, hey, how are we feeling?
Well, he admits, too, that, you know, the first time, 3 years ago when they went 3 and 4,
really good coming down here, so
like a lot of teams, you're in awe. This is going to the Olympics, and you tend to maybe think past what you're doing. The guys are saying now he plays with blinders on. To use the cliche, end by end, game by game. Then you add that new style of play, not wanting to take chances. The guys he's playing with right now, this simpler style, they'll wait. They don't necessarily need to force. They'll wait to see how it sets up, and then they'll go.
Yeah, he waits till they're ready. I like it. I like it for keeping the game a little tighter, not taking some risks, not getting down too early.
good judge.
Waiting until your players are ready to do the, you know, come around a corner or make a great run back, something like that.
Could get a little unlucky here if this crosses the nose by about an inch and jams perfectly on that back redstone. Keep this high side.
Yep, yeah! Hard, right up, hard! Gotta go, Danny, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Like that.
God, I'm kidding.
Wow. No, not kidding. Jammed it at the back.
I didn't like that call. I like they peeled.
Wow.
they peeled earlier. Why not just peel that one?
Probably like the long roll.
Yeah, there's no need to be cute with it. Oh.
Wow. Good throw.
What? Picked?
I don't know.
Solid, even solid normal?
Yeah.
Oh, unless they make a double, the blank's gone. That's huge.
Roll it here, Brett.
Here.
Think his was natural?
It didn't really look it, but it might have just hit fresh pebble.
Yeah. I got middle of the rock here. I'm thinking firm normal.
So even Gushue's a little surprised at what the stone did.
It just jumped. You can tell by Mike's reaction there. BJ, when it goes, you go, no, like it's
Similar
wide.
weight to my one in the last end, Mark.
And then it went. And whether it picked something or it was just the fresh pebble, might not do the same down here now that they've had a rock and some brushing down that path.
Clean.
Firm normal.
Whoa.
Firm normal.
Clean. Whoa. 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 Yep,
Whoa.
Yep. Stay on it.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Apparently you hit that red one in the right spot.
His couldn't have naturally curled.
I think
that
it grabbed something.
Yeah, that went straight.
They
in.
just got out there hard.
Interesting. BJ thought BJ Neufeld throwing the third stones did think it caught something.
What a bad break for McEwen.
Firm, Matty. Yeah.
Not only did it pick, but it jammed it, which is you couldn't have made that if you wanted to.
It's got a little bit of a chance here, though.
If you threw another one down there.
Yeah. This is right now, it does look like there is just a tiny bit of finish, but not much.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Pretty firm.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
No.
Whoa, no, it's.
No.
Any chance? No.
He just picked. He's never going to take that on, is he?
He might.
Here, Mikey. Go there then.
I like over here.
It's either that or we go in front of it.
Yeah, I don't mind going in front of it, but I think this is the call.
I don't think so. If he does, it's
Great.
If he makes it, great, but it's a terrible call. So
He said it just loud enough so Mike McEwen could hear that.
Did he ever?
Nibble the floor.
It's quite loud, actually.
Probably would be a bad call.
That's funny.
I don't think he's going to make that call.
good.
Mike should yell down. This is a bad call.
Round T?
Well, top four. Okay. Are we as quick as what it was in practice?
No, it's not that quick. It's
I
still
think
nice
2
and
feet.
quick.
Well, if I throw what I was throwing in practice, it was kind of there on its own,
I
eh?
think you're probably nice for top 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Throw even a hair extra, I think would be fine too.
It's not heavy.
It's tracking.
Heads down. Come on.
Nibble
Hard, Brett.
Nibble an 8.
Holy.
Okay, that's okay.
Good.
Just keep it brushed. Just keep it clean.
Right to the spot.
Nice sweeping, boys.
Okay. What's he calling?
The double would be very unnecessary.
Yeah, you have to kind of take your lumps.
From all those hawk
You had an unfortunate one on BJ's with the pick, and now you're forced.
Oh, you're asking.
When they met in round robin
Just control.
on Wednesday,
That looks good.
that was the start of the bumpy road for Gushue. He was 4-1 at that point, or for McEwen rather, and Gushue won 8-3. Ended up stealing 4 points.
Just clean. Yep. Hard, Matt. Hard, Matt, right up. Really got to go. Hard, Matt. Wait. Hard, right up. Right up. Go.
Shot. Attaboy.
So a bad break on BJ Neufeld's stone results in a force. We're tied at 1. So here is the field as we know it. These are all confirmed teams, confirmed countries, as well as Canada. We just haven't filled in the blanks. Then when you see the Russian names, will they go Sidorova or Moiseyeva? We're not sure. Will not be a Russian team, of course, because of the IOC ban. So whoever they send will play under the Olympic banner. 2 more teams are coming out of a final last chance qualifier being played in Pilsen, Czech Republic. And hello there, 1 versus 2 game from Pilsen. China, Binghu Wang taking on Italy's Diana Gaspari. The winner advances to the Olympics in South Korea. 4th end, China leading 4-3. Italy with the last rocket facing 4. And Diana Gaspari trying to bump up her own yellow stone. But she touches the red first. China steals 4. Go up 8-3. There'd be handshakes after 8. Make the final 11-4. Binghu Wang makes her 3rd straight Olympic appearance and will try to improve on her medal 8 years ago in Vancouver. And so there is one more qualification or one more spot to come. Of course, Canada, we're still trying to figure it out. Italy will play Denmark for that final women's spot. So Mike McEwen takes his single, and it's a 1-1 tie. So we got 4, and Gushue will have last rock, playing the Yellowstones.
Jeff Walker a little late on that freeze and tapped open, but he left enough of a hole, hopefully for him, to get through it.
Yep.
Could go the other way here.
Hard. Hard. Just through. Hard. Whoa. Yep. 12. Yep. Roll the shooter off.
And the man that runs the national men's program is the former Canadian world champion, Rick Lang from Thunder Bay, and he's with Brian.
Vic, thanks, Rick. Always great to see you, and I know you're going to be a very busy man over the next few days, because when we have a men's and a women's champion, the work really begins. You're going to have them in Ottawa for a couple of days. What is the process after we find out who will represent Canada at these Olympics in South Korea?
Yeah, well, all the teams have been informed before this event started that we need to keep the winners here for a couple of days. We changed their flights and tell them they're going home on Tuesday night. We have a absolutely full agenda packed through Monday and Tuesday, totally preparing them for everything possible that's going to happen, not only in Pyeongchang, but for the 2 months before then.
They've trained 4 years to get here, but then there's things maybe you don't think about, like families coming over, food over there, what to expect. Is that what you're going to help them with?
Well, it's dramatic, the impact on their lives, of course, and there are so many associated headaches that can come up and things that they have to think about. Like you say, it's 14-hour time change for one, so they have to be fully prepared for that. But a lot of them don't even like to think about this ahead of time, almost superstitiously, and then all of a sudden they win, and we have to act fast. We've been working on a master plan for probably over 2 years now. You know, our management group has been over to Korea to make sure that we're totally familiar with everything that they can expect over there, so we can tell them firsthand about what they're going to see and what they can expect. And you know, that plan will be amended according to the team and their individual needs and what they want to do for the next 6 to 8 weeks in preparation for. But, you know, we take all that into account, and we try to cover every base so that hopefully all they have to worry about is performing well on the ice.
Now, there's a lot of work behind the scenes, and you have a support team as well. We're going to show them up on camera, and there they are from left to right. There you see yourself. That's in Sochi, I believe.
That's
that photo.
great, yeah.
Tell me about your team.
Well, that was last February, and we got to visit there. Jeff Stoughton, of course, is our doubles team manager, team leader, and he'll be traveling with the team to there. Paul Webster is our team leader, and he's our team manager over us too. He helps make sure that we're doing our job and that everything's in place so that we can also be with the team and just worry about the curling. Elaine Dake-Jackson is the women's national team coach and will be associated with the women's team, and I'm there with the men's team, helping the coach that is with them and their fifth and the team, and making sure all they have to do is perform on the ice.
So we were talking off camera. You were in South Korea to learn. You told me golf's expensive. I don't think these athletes are going to be golfing, but that's kind of cool. What can they expect when you talk about food, the Olympic Village? What have you seen over there? What can these athletes expect when they arrive?
Well, you know, one of the great things about the food end of it is that we'll be staying in the village with all the other athletes, and what's so exciting about the Olympics is I think that we become part of a much larger team. Instead of just being at a curling event, we're there with other great athletes, famous Canadian athletes, enjoying their company, and we all get pulling for each other. We try to create an environment there that is as similar to home as possible. The ice rink is beautiful, and once you're in the venue, in my opinion, it's like we could be playing here. And so it's a whole different world, but at the same time, we try to make it as comfortable for them as possible.
Rick, best of luck to you and your team taking care of our 2 curling teams. We'll be cheering very loud back here in Canada. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Brian.
Vic.
A little come around, tap back, sitting top 8 foot. That belongs to Gushue, and you see that wall of staggered stones covering the edge of the 8. If Gushue could get in behind there, or McEwen.
Well, that one back one sticking around, that could be a point that gives McEwen an opportunity to force. Couldn't quite get it out. Now you make a good little hit and roll here.
Close. Oh, not heavy. Hack weight.
When it was hit, it kind of knuckleballed. It didn't have a spin as it came through, and I think that's what stopped it from going through the rings.
Like it picked or
Weight's
something.
good. He's really got to go to kill this.
BJ Neufeld.
Hard mat.
And he'll roll it away.
Okay, good enough.
And again, the liveliness of those stones. I mean, they're barely touching each other and just exploding off.
And it's hack weight, and they almost both rolled out. It's true, Vic.
Full 8's probably okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's a hole there, is there?
No. I don't mind him trying it.
Yeah.
Wanted to stay a little closer to the center for McEwen, and Gushue with the advantage of hammer now after that force.
I think it's real similar to if I throw this. If I throw.
What, you threw the wing?
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Top 8.
8 foot.
Yeah.
Nice opportunity here to sink it. There's
Weight's
no
good.
hole on the intern side.
It's good. Weight's
Oh,
nice.
no.
Bite
It's
in the
just a
floor.
wall of yellow.
Round! No, line's fine. Line's
Pull eight.
fine.
Pull eight.
Oh, you got lots
Whoa, let it
of
work.
It's nice.
Red's in. Red's in if you got to sweep it.
Bite in the floor.
Don't need it yet.
Love it if you
Half
could
four.
go, Brett.
Half
Full
4.
4.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not quite
too
full.
deep.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Yep. Okay, good shot.
Beauty, Mark.
That may be a stone too far.
Great
He
job.
wanted it a little higher, did he not?
Really
Right?
nice.
Yeah, a little bit, because the higher it is, the harder it is to kick it out through the rings.
I wouldn't have said it
I
would have
think
got there.
it's a pretty good spot. Now Mike's probably coming down freeze on top of it.
Yeah. No, this doesn't line up.
Yeah, as long as I'm deep enough.
No, it goes through up here. So no, that doesn't line up.
It's great.
I'm just saying I can't.
I'm just worried if you're here, does he ever try through that hole?
Oh, God.
Whoa. This
No,
is
there-
good.
Not a lot of a
Yeah.
hole
No,
there.
it's
Slapped
not
it on
there.
it.
It can't be there.
7, BJ. That's fast, right? Yeah.
Top 8.
It's a really good chance to force for McEwen. Not a lot of room for Gushue to get in there. Even less if this is on a bit of an angle.
And late on that, Matty.
Wait only.
Line's
Close.
really good. Close. Take a look. Take a look.
Room.
Take a look. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Got some room. Line's really
Matty.
good.
Whoa, Matty.
Weight's good.
Line's
Matt
good.
Wozniak.
Close.
Right to it,
Oh,
eh?
we're there. We're there.
We're all there.
Oh, yeah, hard. All there.
Whoa.
It's perfect.
Hard line.
Yep.
Hard line.
Jeez. Good. No, it's okay. Good
And
shot.
down to it.
Really nice.
Oh, I would love to be that a little bit higher. I know. Go, Beach. Good shot. Good sweep. Can you see it?
Yeah, there.
Oh, yeah, hard.
All
hard
there.
line.
Whoa.
It's perfect.
Hard line.
Yep.
Hard line.
Jeez. Good. No, it's okay. Good shot.
Make
We
it.
talked about the battle of the angles. Even that they weren't happy with. In theory, a little farther to the right, you could hit it with some speed.
I'm not loving the fact that we don't have a way in.
I know.
Mike's got some good, he's got a couple rocks he can promote.
Could try something like this.
You ever roll that on? Yeah.
You know,
In there
you
for
must,
second shot?
as
Yeah.
skips,
He haven't got an
at
easy
this
shot
level,
to
look
get
at
that yellow
those
out.
stones.
No.
I think you can make that pretty easy, Brad.
Yeah.
And if he does, he's out of the out of the 4 foot.
Okay, let's do this.
I like
Even
that,
rolling
Mark.
it right out is fine, but let's try
Yeah.
and roll it in here with like board weight.
Okay.
I mean, to see those
See if we
there,
can
you
outcount
must
that.
be drooling,
board,
but
just
you,
board,
you just can't get there to use them.
No, not yet.
was
And
thinking
then I
this.
think Gushue's going to take one of them away. There's two thoughts with this too. Roll on, but he also opens up one side of the sheep for himself because
end?
there's no way to get in right now.
Very good call here.
I haven't seen anything here with the
Okay.
out. So.
I like the in too.
You freeze. McEwen's got that rock, and how does Gushue get in for two? Now he's got room to get in for two, and this could roll in for second shot, sunk underneath that wall of yellow.
Trying to hit a small half, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Board
heavy
weight.
board. Heavy board.
Yep. Hair big.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Going with the
Whoa.
intern, he said, because
Yeah. No
I
roll.
haven't played anything with the out.
Get it.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Look
whoa,
at
whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa.
Come on back.
shot, Mark.
And
Let's go,
just will show
Great shot, buddy.
itself on that wide out turn side.
Good shot.
That's getting the most out of one shot. You open up one side, you take away a promotable stone, and you roll on for third shot.
What we're looking for, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever
It's
you
still
like,
solid.
heavy
A heavy half. Yeah, I like that.
You could hit that yellow one if you
Can be released
had to. They took a fast look at it.
I think that's going to be close. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's make.
The only danger with this one is now we've talked about you've got to move two rocks now, so you've got to get that out. That requires some speed. So where's that red one going to roll? It could roll too far on you, or not enough and set up a double.
The double would be my concern.
Yeah.
Thin half.
I don't think he can keep it tight enough either. You can't. It's not like you can get 3/4 of it.
No.
I think he's just trying to hit and roll
If I can
behind
get
the
to a
tee line,
quarter, I'll
sit
be
two.
okay.
Okay. Just hack, Mikey?
Hack plus a few feet. So it looks solid. Hack plus a little.
Tough shot down here.
Solid.
Hard.
Lots of weight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mike McEwen.
Lots of weight. Whoa,
First.
whoa, 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 whoa. Lots of weight. Nope.
Skip stone here in 4.
Hard, Danny. Hard, Danny. Hard, watch that shooter.
Jeez.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just tough to do
Oh,
that.
man.
You might leave him just the slash double, but I guess then we have the intern for two anyway,
Well,
right?
if we get it deep enough where he doesn't have it,
Yeah. Even if
it's
he
either
made
that
it-
or we peel the guard.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think he's playing this then, right?
Yeah.
Stuff it.
No,
try to-
absolutely.
I like your call.
I like this.
Yeah.
This is
I
the
think
right call.
that's
Full 4?
Yeah, full 4.
I mean, if we're
But nibble the button.
Yeah.
if we're full open right here, he's got a nose and then we nose for 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We don't have to be buried.
Well, I'd like
I
to
think
get
it's
it in
buried.
there. I'd like to get it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he might play this back, but
Yeah,
Well,
Mike, Mike can no longer use that stone either of his. It's almost acting as a guard for
What are you thinking? Full 4
Gushue's team.
Give me the
Bite the center
give me
line and bite the button.
That stone of McEwen's,
Well, when are you throwing, Brad?
it just seemed to me that wasn't what he had called in terms of weight, in my mind, or was it the wrong ice that he chose?
It's close, Cheryl. Like you had to throw some speed to kick the, like we said, the 80 pounds of granite out of there.
I thought it was close, but it looked like a really, really tough shot from here.
that's all it
We're
was.
right behind it.
Just tracked on him a little bit. I didn't mind playing the peel for Gushue here either.
Or just get the long one?
Yeah.
The long center guard?
Then that would open up McEwen's for a potential 3, and he'd have to be careful.
Top 4. I like that one better than the last one.
Fighting 4.
Rip.
good.
Whoa, a lot of line.
Line's
good.
good.
Fine. No, top 4.
Line's good.
Yes.
Go a little.
Walker.
Yes.
To land.
Line's good.
T.
Whoa.
Nichols calling
Top
line.
button.
Whoa,
Doesn't need it.
Brett's in.
Right
Would love to tuck it in behind. One would be
Whoa,
top
off
button.
it,
Boom,
off it,
get in
off it.
there. Oh, sit down.
There was just so much that could go wrong with that shot. Very tough call. You rub off that top red one and leave a double, and a little bit deep. I mean,
Sorry, bro.
he didn't miss that by very much, and you've given Mike a out opportunity here.
So true. So much are going to go wrong with this next one, too. Mike ticks off of either one of these. It's a 3-ender.
Even an inch just where he couldn't get shot would have been okay.
he's got to move it.
Does he?
Yeah. It's on the pin.
Brad's last one was 14.56.
Yeah. They didn't sweep it much either.
Nope.
This
It's
isn't,
faster than it was
this
in
isn't
practice.
simple either. Like you tick off the yellow, it's 3. Tick off the red, it's probably 3.
He doesn't have to move it. He could just freeze to it.
Yeah, the pinhole's available to him.
Yep.
That's me.
Well, and it'd be a very tough deuce.
Didn't feel heavy, but your line's good.
Just the weight.
Line's nice. You got
Mike
room.
McEwen in his last.
Room, guys.
Line's pretty good. That's the curl.
Wozniak.
Hard line.
Just line.
Now.
Hard line.
Just line.
It's real close.
Close. Close, Matt.
No.
Just line.
Just line. Just line.
Needs to come over a bit. Needs to come over a bit. Just like that. And now heads get in there and see who's shot rock. And from that, wow, it looks like.
Throw, Mikey. Good shot, Mike.
Very good throw.
Nichols thinks it's yellow.
How do you criticize him? But one more swipe of the brush would have actually got shot rock. What a brilliant curling shot. If it's not there, it's a 3.
Nice judge.
Less than an inch, a centimeter.
Yeah. Millimeter.
Cent. I think a centimeter
Great
still
weight
makes
by
it.
Mike.
A million miles an hour. Take the paint off of this one. Go sideways
Unless
like
you guys
that.
got any other great ideas?
Try to move that.
First thing I saw.
Yeah.
What are you hitting? Just a centimeter, Jeff.
I don't think
That
there's-
might even be a hair too much.
I doubt if there's danger.
No, not really.
Just here.
Touch that at all.
Well, if you take what you believe is a shot stone out.
But you do it with your rock. I think your rock would be coming in sideways. And it would then become shot rock.
Okay. Millimeter, centimeter. It's some pretty fine shooting here. Just needs to touch the stone, 12 foot sideways. Touch it. Oh, and it went behind. And now you have a look.
What a wonderful try that was.
Let's get a measure.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Here we go.
Well, I couldn't get there.
Now from that angle,
Looks yellow.
it does look like yellow.
What a brilliant try this is.
Now,
You know, if you're any more this way, though, he goes that hard and you make that for
yep. And just behind this. So you want to be an official.
Yeah, how do you make this fit?
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
Okay, just to the 1, just maybe a little shy of the 1. Don't touch anything. Yeah, it is. Yellow it is. Gushue takes the lead. How does he get down here? Can he, in fact, be shot stone? Mike McEwen, you were suggesting maybe an extra lick of the brush to move it more, but if you brush it a little bit more, maybe it flips out a little bit more.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you had to be short of this. You would love to be shot, but even short of it, it's a really tough shot. And some of these are the shots you have to make and push Gushue into a really difficult shot for his deuce, and he didn't make it.
And then the hero shot didn't work after the measurement. It's 1 for Gushue, the key shot brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere. So the measuring stick comes into play in the 4th. Gushue leads at 2-1. We go to 5 in this men's semifinal. The winner to go on to play Kevin Cooey tomorrow night for the chance to wear the maple leaf in Korea. Mike McEwen has last rock playing the redstone.
What a great end that was.
Well, both of the shots were so tricky. You roll off on either one of those, and you're giving the opposition something back in.
Very true.
T-line.
Whoa. It's got to be heavy. It hasn't curled yet. Back 8.
Yeah. Back
No,
4.
just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Okay, Jeff.
Just a little more aggressive
Okay.
on that release.
Huh.
T. Okay.
Team McEwen looks pretty comfortable out there. It's an awfully big game. You have to give Gushue a
Line
slight
only.
edge because he's been through this before.
T-line.
Whoa.
Heavy. Close. Close.
Whoa.
Don't
Line's
want
good.
to. Weight's good. Line's
Gotta
good.
go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep. You gotta go line.
Gotta go weight too.
Hard. Hard. Just drag it.
Hard.
Keep
hard.
going.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Keep
Hard.
going. Keep going.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Okay then. Good throw.
Slower.
Making a move there. I don't
That
know.
spot for sure.
Well, I
thought
mean,
it was a hair wider on that one.
It fooled them the waist.
I think there.
Okay. Okay.
Top 12. Do what you've been throwing and throw
Would
what you
think the
the
ice
speed
changed
was. And
this early, but they felt that one died on
they're
them.
going down.
Shorts disaster here.
No.
Better than chipping off.
Weight's good. A little heavy. Think we're all there.
Well, that one. Weight's real close.
Line's good. Top 12.
Yep, I like the weight. Yep. Okay, we're there, Brad.
Don't
Still
wanna
there.
bounce.
Whoa,
Whoa.
are you bouncing?
Just to it.
Right to it.
Yeah, a little bounce.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Nice.
Gotta get off that guard.
Yep, 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 yep. No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Oh, sorry. Ah, good judgment. If I'd known earlier, we could have got around it.
Jeff didn't think it was, and I did.
Oh, so both teams being fooled by that spot.
Sorry, Brett.
Got caught in the middle. Now leaves a chance here for a little hit and roll.
Yeah, you're playing the double and rolling here.
Okay.
I'd have to soften the
Think,
weight to save the shooters. The double would be
Okay.
job number 1. Would want to stuff it there.
Normal.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Yep.
At Wozniak.
Hard
as
beach.
BJ
Hard.
Neufeld picks him up, and Denny joins him now. By one, run it back. Got it? Sure does. But he did stuff it, and there's the roll, though, underneath. And so they've got 2 under cover.
Yeah, it's good toss.
But shot rock does belong to Gushue at the back 4.
I might have preferred that roll rolled out a little more. They've got some. They've got no rocks really to slash into there.
Hard. The hair tight.
This has to be in a pretty good spot to not give McEwen some kind of chance with the run. You might be running the Gushue guard in.
Hard, come on. You gotta go.
Short of that yellow.
You gotta go. You gotta get something out of it. Hard. Hard. Harder, we're in a lot of trouble. Go hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep going. Yep, 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 yep. Square it up. Hard. Hard. Jeez. Okay.
Think you make this? Think you can?
Still not.
There's nice finish here.
Real under throw. Could play the yellow
Light
double,
up.
Cheryl. Hit it on the out turn side.
You rub the top, it's okay. What do you say? Light
half. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned with Hammer of opening it up.
Can you put it in front? In front of this? Sure.
Yeah.
You might get only one chance at this.
Light hack, he said?
That's tighter. When Mike walked up there, he's tightened the broom quite a bit.
It's hack weight.
Queen?
I think so.
Hard beach.
Once again, BJ Neufeld
Hack weight. Hard.
trying to scrub against the grain. Here they go. Denny now.
Go, BJ.
Neufeld brothers. And then it crashes and sits right there. Opens up their one shot, top edge of the 8 foot.
Weight was good.
Just a little things. I thought when Mike had the broom in what I thought was a pretty good spot, and then when he walked up to give it a better view, he looked like he moved it in a couple inches.
See if we can get to the inside.
Heavy hack?
Yeah.
Brad Gushue can get out of this now.
How's that look?
Gotta think that's more than enough.
I think it's good. You'll get some curl with solid hack.
They're getting a lot of curl.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like that's why I'm thinking it's max.
I like the ice.
I think it's good. I think you gotta trust that. It'll curl here.
Hack weight. Heavy
Hack weight. Yeah. Good hack.
Weight's
Clean.
good. Nice.
Hack.
Yep. Hard.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Hard.
Hard. You got it.
Hard.
Walker
Nice.
to land.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now backing right off.
Whoa.
Get in there.
And no roll. They'll sit right there.
He's got enough of it, though.
Nice sweep, guys.
Shot.
Great shot. Shot. Good result.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, I like it. What do you want to throw? Peel?
The score the way it is, you don't want to leave that yellow one buried behind a wall of granite much longer. If you can make this double, you're probably going to roll out.
But right here?
Not too bad a situation if this double's made.
Yep. Whoa.
Trying to angle it back.
Never.
Caught it.
Good.
And lovely. Very nice. BJ Neufeld.
I don't like the draw. I think you got to do this.
Good shot.
Thanks. It's thinner than I thought it was. Thinner than Mike thought.
What a nice throw.
I hit probably just slightly more than half.
Good line call by
2/3.
Mike McEwen.
I like solid normal. It'll run.
You see why all these top teams keep rocks out in front for a reason. There's a nice yellow raise here for Mark,
Even a
and there's a
thick
nice
half
red
kinda
raise
rolls.
for McEwen.
Well, yeah, something like that's not terrible either.
Yeah.
I'd love to stick it right there though.
Yeah, I would too.
2/3, Mark.
2/3, boys.
Yeah.
Solid normal.
Yeah.
I think Mark Nichols always, his last thought and his last verbal is what the weight will be. It's such a key thing, I think, for players to always, that should be your last shot after you line everything up.
Whoa, needs a curl.
Angling back. Got it. Now where will this stick?
No. Whoa, Brett.
And coming back, hanging on, and it does. And, you know,
Not bad.
there was
Not
McEwen
bad.
right there. Come over that tee line. Yeah, won't come over there.
Let me at it.
He was ready with the brush.
Good shot.
Nice stone. Just curled enough. To your point, he didn't overthrow it.
Oh,
And good night. Nope, I can't.
that allowed this to stick in the rings.
Got a hair heavy.
Just line.
Just line.
Room, Denny.
Room.
Off.
Wait, Denny.
Mine's good.
Top four.
Clean.
Hair heavy.
Close.
Room.
Hard line.
Line only.
Hard line.
Yep.
Just line.
Full four. It's heavy.
No.
Go.
Yeah, go.
And just that deep. Eh?
Yeah, neither team's dialing it in. That's a costly error. Just top 8 foot's fine.
Right on top. Fight the top,
McEwen's
fight
playing
the
such
pin.
tight ice. I think they're having trouble getting around without being heavy.
Having to brush it.
Yeah.
Give me the 8 rock.
Well, in that case, though, they didn't lay a lick to it, did they?
No, but
He just overthrew.
Yeah, but it barely got by. I think if he throws it lighter, I'm not sure it gets by.
Yeah, they're off.
So it should be good.
Yeah, same as last.
Is that enough ice? Don't mind an inch more, Mark. Yeah.
Can't keep
Which one are you
Gushue
throwing here?
a couple of these tries.
Give it the same as last time? Yeah.
Wait, you'll have the intern, I guess.
I didn't think so.
Well,
Line's
wait
good.
only.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Yep. T. Yep.
Wait only.
Yes.
Line's good.
Go.
Yes, line.
Yes, hard.
Gotta go line.
Gotta go wait.
For line.
Walker,
Yes.
Gallant, here comes that guard.
Line's good.
Walker,
Line's
Gallant,
good.
here comes that guard.
Just
Right here.
Back they go.
Right here.
Back they go.
Yep.
Back they go to the pin.
I cannot believe how many shots those two make for the throwers.
So true, isn't it?
I mean, the weight is perfect, the shot is perfect, but just curls a little bit at the end there, and they hold it to get by.
But I agree with you.
And as they did at the Briar, their biggest fans are here. Mom
really
and
go
family.
here. Is it not? That might just.
I was thinking if you could put it like here.
Right here. It's actually a really good spot.
Right. But then does he go like over here?
Well, he's got to go right here then. Don't mind this.
Could move these around, Cheryl. Maybe get lucky, move them both in the rings.
Double peel is probably the best shot.
Yeah.
Right? Make the double peel. We're probably scoring. He's probably going to hit this.
Yeah, I mean, I like the run back over the double peel.
Wow, the run backs. You know, he hit it a little across, and you end up nutting.
He's going to have the same draw if we run it back. It's not going to change.
I think it's either drawing the side 8 or it's this.
Might get lucky, maybe. Tick, tick.
I don't hate this.
That'd be good.
Just
you can.
If I ever stuff it, it's really bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
But I mean, even if he makes a good guard, you still got a shot for 2. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because you open up both sides.
Okay. Maybe you get lucky, just rub this or rub this one off of this.
You like double peel?
Hit it in the house.
Why not tap both those yellows, reds in?
It makes sense.
Okay.
What about there?
Hey, that's half there, Mike, or?
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I would say half.
I mean, still back up, right?
Score, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Let's go, Mike.
Probably give us our best opportunity.
Good call, too. You know, if you make it here, you're just trying to get rid of both of these. He's sending his own rock in. He might be able to get something there.
Yeah, I think this is the right call.
Pretty important to get the red one, though, Cheryl.
I agree.
So it's going to fall, right?
Yep.
PJ Neufeld checking over his shoulder just to see the angle of the combination.
Whip it, just hit it in the right spot.
Yeah.
McEwen throwing 81% at the moment. As we play here in 5. Kathy Gilbert from Clapham is here after her practice session. Both her team, Chelsea Carey, Kevin Cooey, both practiced about an hour ago. 1, 2, and back. No, but everything's opened up now.
That was a great shot.
It's even better than what I
That worked.
That's perfect. Even better.
Sometimes that's nice.
Shot.
It was thin how it caught this.
Worked out even better.
As good as you could hope for. Yeah. You hit this too.
That or you take on that double.
Oh, don't love that. I don't hate it.
I don't mind your hit and roll call either.
Well, the problem is it's only good if you make it perfect. Like there, it makes it easier. It makes it nose.
Yeah, I know.
Right now, this is not.
This is not a gimme. I think he makes it, but it's not a gimme. We can give this a go then.
Would you like that, Mark? I mean,
yeah, I don't hate it. It's either that or, like I said, you go here right on the nose. He's got to throw some weight and maybe risk rolling out.
What if we did something like this? Time out. If we just did like that and pop that to there.
Same thing though. Like it's the same as the hit and roll, right? Like.
No, there's a little bit more room for error with this. Like if I pop that to there and just where the double kind of rolls out, even if I pop it all the way over here, he's got to play this double, you know.
You ever take this on?
That's what we were talking about.
You can, it's thin.
Yeah, I mean, it's so thin to jam, so.
What?
I'm just saying it's really thin to jam, so I don't mind taking our chances with it. Because I agree, the roll is so tough. And
well, I'm just thinking this.
Yeah.
I don't mind that either.
I'm fine with it if you like that.
The slash, the worst you give up is 2. You play something down here, freeze, tap around, you could give up 3.
Yes.
What's this, a third of a rock?
The neat thing about this slash is you can't hurt
I like
yourself.
this, guys.
And then even if you miss that double, McEwen's got a tough tap
I
right
think
now.
you
If
just wanna
McEwen threw
roll.
right now, I'd have trouble getting that out and staying.
we've seen the out turn. I was thinking here with normal.
Okay.
Just try and roll a rock, pop that to right there. That's all I want.
This works too because you get rid of. I like playing weight. If you're going to play it, you get rid of that back one.
Kill something.
Yeah.
And Brad's got a good point here. He might set it up that there's hardly a double, or it's a risky double. McEwen takes it on, misses it. It's a steal of one. So nothing wrong with this at all. And you,
just got to roll it a rock.
The three's gone.
Gushue takes the first of two.
So what are you thinking, more?
90-second timeouts.
Easy normal. Okay.
Didn't like his freeze idea, right to the nose.
Well, I didn't mind that, except that, you know, the risk is, well, on the risk you could give up 3. This, I like, remove one of the reds and make him make something. Your worst case, you're giving up a deuce.
Whoa!
You want to give a 3 up here.
Yeah! Hard! Whoa!
Sit.
And it does just sit.
Wow.
They're sitting 2.
BJ should have been sweeping that right-hand one.
Had to curl more.
Yeah, I could have maybe got it.
Yeah.
Sugar. It's normal. Just over top with normal.
I love that call because it takes away the 3, and now the only way they get 2 is to take on risk. You miss this, you're down 3-1.
Yeah, he was looking.
Yeah,
he was watching the shooter and not the raised rock.
You like normal? Normal's probably easiest to call.
Just normal.
Might not have made a difference, but it only had to go, what, inch and a half, maybe?
I think it's a third. Yeah, it's perfect. It's like right here.
Just got to touch it.
Turn are we throwing here, Mike?
Just have to touch.
Well, I don't know. I don't love the out. I think it's hard for you to call because it's so straight.
I like the in-turn.
Yeah, I do too. You get some movement here. We've played this. If I was calling a nose, it would be somewhere in this area with normal. I think this is going to be close.
You can ask his wife what it does here. Jennifer threw 2 on the outturn side, missed
Looks
2
like,
doubles.
I think it's minimum.
Exact same spot.
Yeah, I was going to say max. So I
they're going in turn, which has to curl.
Okay. I think it's good. I would agree. You'll get some finish.
Do offline here.
It's going to
curl a little bit.
An oddity of the moment that all 4 Team McEwen players at this moment are curling 83%. All 4.
Pretty good numbers.
It'll be okay. Okay.
Makes figuring out the team average pretty easy.
Normal to being good. Yeah.
It should curl hard. Most tuck deliveries, that in-turn gets a little soft, and it could curl on them.
Now he said that will likely give get a little movement.
Whoa. Yeah! Hard.
Facing a couple here. If he can make the double, bring that other stone, top edge of the into play. Wozniak, Neufeld, got one, and he's got them both.
What a nice shot.
Brilliant.
Yeah, from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg, Mike McEwen. Puts 2 on the board. You bet. He leads it. Going to the break.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Semifinal Saturday night. The winner will go on to play Kevin Koe tomorrow evening in the final of the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. He said he had dialed back the aggressiveness, but you can't dial this back. You have to dial in. And a great shot. Mike McEwen. Magic Mike makes the double to take the lead, and Mike McEwen is with pride.
Mike, you've had great battles with this team over the years, and when you can get 2, you have to take advantage. What does that 2 do for this team and your momentum here going forward?
Oh, that was huge. Brad had us in a lot of trouble the end before, made a good freeze to get out of it. You know, we threw a couple of good shots late that end and got fortunate to get the kicker to force Brad to play a tough one. That's big. Turning around the hammer on an amazing team like that is huge, and we've just had tons of battles with them that seem to come down right to the wire, so I'm happy where we're at.
It goes back to even that national junior title back in 2001. We saw you guys as young men and now battling again. What is it like taking on these guys? I know you guys are friends off the ice.
Yeah, I just so much respect for Brad and his team. You know, I know who, you know, whoever wins in these playoffs is going to be an amazing rep for Canada. And I just, you know, what he's done in the game, just, you know, tried to emulate some of the things he's doing. A lot of respect. It goes back when I think he whooped me in that 2001 junior final. But, yeah, it's been a long history between us. You know, we're pretty much, I think we're a month apart in age.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
So let's go inside the numbers after 5.
Well, there's not a lot to separate these two teams, and it's going to be a shot like that that converts and converts to a deuce and also swings the momentum. Everybody is in the 80s except for Brett Gallant, 70%.
And that was somebody that you pointed out as important to Gushue in setting up the end. So right now, a bit of a struggle for Brett Gallant. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 23 years.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Just the one sheet in play now on this championship weekend of the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. 4 in use all through the round robin, which started last Saturday afternoon here at Canadian Tire Centre. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night. Wonderful shot. McEwen with the double to score the 2. He has the lead now, 3-2 over Brad Gushue. And Gushue, the reigning Canadian and world champion, will have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Well, that was a brilliant shot by Mike McEwen, but it wouldn't have been there if BJ hadn't made an incredible slash double on his.
So true.
He always kind of looked at the skips last, which was
Whoa.
great, but BJ was solid on that one.
Whoa. Yep. Nice shot.
Great shot, Jeff.
Just perfect. Leads aren't supposed to be able to do that.
Attaboy. Yeah, I don't see it. So.
Even the red one back there is helping them.
Think so, Matty? You have any? No. How do you try and run it high? I don't think I can get it. I like running it. This will be straight. Should be. Yeah, I think so.
I really liked the way McEwen's team, and I know they worked really hard on it the last couple of years, their communication and how they talk to each other.
Whoa.
And I know, you know, teams talk about how important that is because you're trying to get the best out of each other out there.
Oh, fuck.
And that's what this is doing.
What do you think?
I'd like to see the replay, but
sure.
You moved it a
oh, for sure.
Can they touch this?
Yeah. You can see where the ring is for replacement. He moved the rock when he...
I don't know if it
Doesn't look like it moved at all,
No.
did it? Or very, very, very little.
It is. But...
Like said he... Oh, just...
He moved the rock. Wasn't missing it. Like when he went back.
He still would have made it.
He didn't move it the way it was going to hit it.
I don't know.
What happened?
What's that?
I'm not convinced it would have went out, but it was definitely going to make contact.
Yeah, he moved it that way. You can see.
He moved it into the path.
So did that...
Can we see it again?
You're saying it might not have hit it then? Or... Yeah, I think it would have hit it.
You were hitting less of it for sure.
Yeah,
so
it hit about
like
3 inches of it, and he maybe moved it, let's say, 1.5 inches, so it would have hit 1.5 inches, which gets it out. But
pretty big weight.
Yeah, we're wondering if the one that he moved would have went out of the ring.
He hit a lot of it, though.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Too hard to tell.
I don't know.
It's so hard for the non-offending team because they have to make the call.
Well, I know he was going to hit, but I don't know if it was going to go out. So
Yeah, no, I understand.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You want to make a decision on this? What's that? You think it would have went? Okay, fair enough.
There you go. Good. Well done.
That's why I love this sport. You know, there's two skips. The whole two teams are really afraid to make a decision in their favor. That's pretty cool.
It's an awkward position. It was a really good call by Gushue to just ask the official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the official was right too. We'll never really know, but I think it was going to hit enough of it. You know, with that kind of weight, hitting virtually any of it, it's going to go out.
Good. Jeff slid really well, so I like that weight.
So explain to me, please, Cheryl, why
I didn't think it was heavy.
his 70%
Where are you? Top 8.
Wait, don't wait.
is a little disappointing at this point.
Well, there's been a couple draws, and he's been unlucky on a couple of his hits, just an inch here and there on either side. But I think draw weight has still been a little bit of a struggle. He throws so many hits, and his draw numbers that can bring it down. And that's what he came in struggling with the draws as well.
Okay.
Nice weight.
And he leaves one on the side. And when it comes to the game plan of Gushue, how does it affect him then?
Just through.
Well, I think you just expect, Brett's going to get it. He's very rarely on the low side with the draws. I think you just keep playing with it. And maybe it's more where the brushers are talking to Brett and saying, hey, we can take this, we can carry it here, or the pass in the ice. It really comes down to communication, trying to help the player.
He just made a tough one too.
Perfect weight there. So it's there.
Little light. Hard then. Pretty light. Hard. Hard then.
Matt Wozniak.
That's good.
Weight's good.
Yep. Line's good.
Neufeld brothers.
Gotta go. Good weight. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Get it by.
Hard. Right up.
And very nice to avoid the jam and hang it on the edge.
That could be detrimental, though.
Good weight.
Hey, Matty.
Tight ice again. They keep saying the same thing. Wouldn't want much less ice. Gallant just threw it here. If he can lock it on the corner, it's going to be hard to remove.
Say line's a little tighter, if anything.
Line only. We're probably a little more weight.
Oh, that's not good. Whoa.
Where are you? Back 8.
Yeah.
No.
We gotta touch it. We rub for a freeze.
No, we're by it right now. We're probably buried if it's
hang it on. It'll hang on.
No, it's got to stop.
Go ahead, Jeff.
It's got to stop.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go.
Whoa.
Okay.
Sneaky.
He throws 2 feet less. It's really good.
Yeah, that's just not using. The brushers never touched it. And he's got 2 great brushers in Mark and Jeff.
This isn't a simple shot either, though, is it? You're going to soften the weight. It's going to curl quite a bit. You ever tick your own? By throwing soft weight, you might leave 3 red ones in behind to make it that much easier for Gushue.
Oh, just hack. Off. Just hack. Off.
Clean.
Close. Right off.
PJ Neufeld.
Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
No. Whoa.
I think it just touched our.
Wow.
Good shot.
And just gears across. 12 feet of rings, and they're playing everything within a foot.
Okay.
Well, it's all because of the corner guard. The corner guard would stop McEwen from hitting it on the right-hand half.
Sliding good, hey?
Yeah, a bit back 4 weight here.
Is that?
I think it's the same. I don't think
you
it's
like that
faster,
ice?
though. It's the same.
Yeah.
Same weight.
Yeah.
Just lock it on, boys.
Yeah.
It's a little less than yours, I thought. So
It's pretty good.
like the weight.
Okay. Line's good.
Lock it on.
Yep.
Really nice.
Line's good.
Trying to put it on the second shot, Stone.
It's perfect.
They are. The middle one.
Little bump.
Yes.
Bumping a foot.
Whoa, then.
Close.
We're bumping
Whoa.
too far.
Yep.
Too
Whoa,
much.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And there's the bump.
Okay.
Shot Stone for the moment. Gushue.
Sorry.
Think you just want to rip it out.
Yeah, pick it to the hole.
Yeah. Try to stick and you do that. It's no good.
No. Just kick it.
Now that it's over a rock, you can hit it on whichever side you want, as opposed to going around
fine.
that corner. So
Half's good.
half a rock. Ideally, you feather that back one, get it out of there. Be a bit dangerous, though.
Yep. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Hard, Matt.
Hard.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wozniak.
Whoa. Whoa.
And right through.
Good shooting.
Are you a little surprised that they wouldn't have gone for a shot to remove a red stone at the back there, rather than leaving him a constant freeze attempt?
Yeah, and I thought they were. I think they would have liked that out of there.
Yeah, they're hoping to tick the red on the way by, but if you hit too much of the red, it redirects onto the left-hand red and stays. So they had to make sure job number one was kill that thing.
Can they give you the same weight here? Is that enough?
But they don't like this wall building up.
Too much.
Same weight's really good.
Same weight's good. I think it'll be a couple feet slower in the path.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. They started freezing to the left one, then the right middle one. Now they're to the right one.
A little extra line right now.
What's that?
You got extra line right now. Well, if you can. Where is
Line's
it?
not bad.
Gotta go.
Back four.
Back four. Okay, line's
Line's
getting better.
good. Line's good.
Gotta go. Needs
This
a curl
is
if you
big
can. Wolf can.
carry now
Jeff
for
can get in there. I'd
Walker
like
and
to.
Gallant.
Get it back here. Come on, Jeff.
Hard.
Come on,
Trying
Jeff.
to
Go,
drag
go,
and
go.
get everything they can, and they were right on back four.
Slower there, though.
Yeah, just gave us a little less.
We had to get it back there.
Hate to give him that same freeze.
He's going to freeze it again. Think an easy weight right here. Okay. That look good?
Try and roll it maybe right to here, Mike.
That'd be good.
That's kind of the hardest freeze, maybe.
Yeah.
On the nose, he's got to bump it to be shot. Control weight. Trying to beat it.
McEwen stays right there. Then if Brad freezes on either side of that one, for instance, like that, then there'll be a way to get that through that opening there.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works to their advantages. This is higher in the house.
I think that should be good.
Sometimes when the freeze is made by Gushue, in this particular case, there's no angle to get it out of there, but it looks like there will be if this is made properly. Don't be too cute here, though, and jam it on the back one.
Easy. Whoa, Matt. Just clean.
Should track here pretty good.
Weight's good. Easy.
Clean.
Mike McEwen, his first.
Yeah, hard.
Just take it.
And away it goes, and through it goes.
Oh.
Okay.
I would have loved to take less ice, but
that's fine.
That spot is like so straight.
Yeah. No, we just played this. I thought you threw it about there, maybe a little soft. I think there should be good.
Okay.
No bounce.
Make it perfect.
Yeah. It's just.
It turned out Mike just missed wide is basically the outturned track going down on the far end that Jennifer Jones missed wide twice. She had two double tries, missed them both a hair wide. It's really straight there. If he freezes it, it could come off that jam on that right hand one now, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's back almost even with it now.
Looks like that's there. So Brad can get it dead on her low side.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was. He looked a little light to me. So.
Okay.
Weight's pretty good.
Line's good.
Line's pretty good.
For there.
Line's good.
For there.
Real good. Whoa, then.
No bounce.
Line's good.
Right now.
Yep.
Much of a bounce.
Yep.
Weight's real good.
6-inch bounce.
Yep. Whoa.
No,
Yep.
we're not.
Line. Whoa. Wait. Don't wait. Yep.
Lock it on. Yes.
Yep.
Line.
Yep. For line.
Good.
That is pretty much couldn't have carried it down there. Does it jam now?
I don't know.
It's
How does this work? Wait. Goes under it though, doesn't it?
I think it does.
That inch bounce probably made a difference.
It's
Yeah.
like, what do you
curled a bit.
I know.
If it doesn't bounce an inch. Oh, what a brilliant shot, though. That's the angle you wanted. If you don't bounce an inch, it still could jam.
It doesn't. Yeah, doesn't it go into the side of it?
It hits it, but it probably carries through, I think. If Mike hits this very thick, he might leave it in there.
Right. Hit it thin and probably goes.
Great freeze. My goodness. Yeah, this is no gimme. Thinner than he can. Once they know they got a chunk of, they got to brush this thing.
Yep. Mike McEwen's last.
Yep.
Hard.
Danny Neufeld.
Yep. Straight up.
BJ Carlin.
Go with it.
Bang. And yeah, caught it on the way by, but still goes.
Good throw.
If he hadn't tapped it, it wasn't going.
That's the point. If he hadn't tapped it, he just gave him that inch of freedom to kick it. What a great shot. Knowing your angles.
Yeah, if he hadn't tapped it, it wouldn't have gone.
Yeah. Brad even said that too.
There's no way of getting at the shot rock, which is T-line. There you see it on the edge of the 12-foot.
Yeah, I don't have
this
any.
is the force.
Great game. Who blinks first?
No kidding.
As long as you were half rock or less, you were going to be good.
Yeah.
That's there. Back button.
All but
Felt like back 4 out of my hand.
almost a free draw. An open draw, except for
Line's
that little
fine.
biter. Full 12.
Behind T.
Nice weight, Brad.
And there it is. Gushue will get the single. Well played in, Mike McEwen. We're tied at 3.
Being an Olympian is something that everyone strives for in sport and kind of the ultimate.
And there it is. Rachel Homan will play to become the Olympian against Chelsea Carey.
We're so fortunate to be able to be in this position and be playing as well as we are and gelling as a team.
Going to get just a 1 or 2. Going to touch it in the way. Oh, she's got it!
We're proud of where we're from and proud to have represented Canada in the past, and we hope that we can represent Canada just as well in the future.
Rachel and Homan and the team from the Ottawa Curling Club look very impressive in their win over Jennifer Jones. So it will be Homan against Chelsea Carey, who for the first time became a female skip to go through round robin undefeated. Tomorrow, 2 Eastern Time, Carey Homan in the final of the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. Well played game, hasn't it been? Tied at 3 as we go to 7. Mike McEwen will once again have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
Good, Jeff. Good shot.
Like that same turn?
You ever think of playing the tick at all?
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's really good.
On the high one or the
Could play it on the tight one.
Yeah, that's the one that could hurt you.
Mm-hmm. You can see third of it.
back line?
The tight line, yeah.
Fair to say, though, Russ, that, you know, we see Lisa Weigel and Homan play these almost exclusively. Not a lot of teams still do it. You would think they would,
I
but
agree.
they don't.
I absolutely agree.
Yep. Tell him it's heavy. Weight's good. Little heavy. Whoa. Yep. Little heavy.
Whoa.
Yes. Little heavy. Real thin.
Hard.
Heavy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
What shooter? Very nice. Great shot.
Oh, this has a chance.
No.
Can it come back?
No.
Shot. Great shot, Danny.
Moves the shooter rolls
Shot
over.
Shot, Dan.
I think what happens with the tick shot is teams that don't get access to arena ice consistently all the time. It's a tough shot in a club situation, and so then these teams though that do get access to arena and play on it a lot, it's a simpler shot. And they're more confident in making it. So once you get to this level, you'll throw it more often.
So Denny Neufeld ticks the
Weight's good.
Gushue stone over now. It's covering the edge of the 8.
Bit of room.
Shot rock is McEwen, sitting back 8 and covered.
Gushue going to ignore it too. He's going to throw up that second guard. He's going extremely hard to try to steal or force.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Whoa.
Good, good.
Want to line him up just like that.
Nice weight.
Well, in such a tight game, he's looking at the scoreboard and saying, hey, if I can force here, it would be a pretty good situation. Get Hammer back in the even end.
Whoa. 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 Off. Good.
Attaboy. Good.
Same thing.
Same weight, eh?
Same weight.
Smidge less, fine.
Same weight.
Same.
Line's a little tighter.
More.
Oh, line's tighter.
Tighter.
But Lance, numbers will come up from that break.
Whoa.
He was 70% at the break. It's 75 now.
Not terrible.
Well, he made a couple really great draws last in his first one.
Sweet, Brett.
Brought his numbers back
good
up.
shot.
Had to get 100% on that.
Good judge.
In the circle of the last one almost.
What's that?
It's died a little, eh?
Came down.
Came down.
Yeah.
I thought they might go the other turn here. If you ever tick it off that corner, something bad could happen. Punch it through the port.
Whoa. No. Good.
Good. And again, they've tried taking
Shot, Matt.
2 attempts.
Yeah, I know.
Freeze it now.
I'm excited.
That same weight I gave you last end is pretty good, hey?
I mean, yeah, that's good weight.
That's minimum.
Good weight.
You know what, though? There's been a few more
thanks.
rocks on this side of the feet since then, so I think that's perfect weight.
Okay.
What do you
I
think,
like
Jeff?
that. I really like that weight.
Yeah.
Awareness.
Especially out this far.
Looks like a lot of ice.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
No better communication, though, than that Gallant before that final stone of Gushue in the Brier final. What do you say, 7 feet?
Yeah, and if he didn't, they lose.
Little light.
This was getting frosty, tightening up, and he said,
Weight's
"Need
good.
7 feet more," and they just dragged it there for the win.
Corner right now. Still on the corner.
Really nice weight.
Whoa.
Got to get off that. Get off that. Get off that.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Bounce it off. You threw it better than that, Mark.
Denny Neufeld said the exact same thing. The one at the back 4, it went right through the middle of the Tim Horton Cup, which is where that corner guard was. And when they put the ice down, Mark said it looked like a lot. And that's exactly what could happen. He wasn't heavy.
No, he threw it really well.
We're
Team
here.
convinced him that it was good ice.
I'm taking this.
I agree with Mike.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure. That makes
Is that
sense.
easier or is it cross the face easier? With the in.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I don't mind it.
As far as the easiest thing, that's got to be the
I
easiest.
think
no?
across the face is
3/4?
easier.
Even 2/3?
I like this. Some people would wonder, you could come around, but you're coming around stagger guards in the forefoot. That's a way of giving up a steal or getting forced.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Hard.
BJ Neufeld. Wozniak.
Good.
Yeah, great brush. That was a sprint to keep up with that.
Shot, Beach.
Weight was nice.
I think that might end up getting close.
Same weight. What's that?
Agree or?
What's that?
Yeah, like a hair less, maybe. What do you think? I think it's pretty close.
Same weight? Was that good weight?
Weight was
or was
perfect.
it light?
No, weight was good.
Perfect.
Really good call. He frees this on, and McEwen tries and blasts it out and loses his shooter. And now you might be able to get a force by coming around the corner guard.
Weight's pretty close.
Weight's good.
Hard.
Looking ahead a few shots.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Force would be
Line's good. Whoa.
big for
Line's good, yeah! Yeah!
Gushue in terms of scoreboard management.
Yep.
Would it ever?
He then get the last rock in 8. And hope to have it again in 10.
Yeah, you effectively get 2 hammers to 1.
He knows it.
Yeah, just try and maybe hit it a little low at the intern again.
10 inches lighter. That's perfect. Love to hang around here. Taking 0 ice in this turn too, Cheryl. There's not a lot of curls. Obviously, these things aren't hack weight either.
Hard! Good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good. Nice.
And very nice. He does hang around.
Really good shot. That was the
Nice
key,
goal.
as Russ said.
Stubby.
It's a funny spot down here for this draw. We saw with Mark and Denny. Both it hung and hung and hung until, of course, Mark's hit the guard. But once it gets to that 2 position where the cup is, it'll hook hard.
So why not come with the other turn?
Yeah, they could have. Now it doesn't matter. The guard's out of the way. But yeah, they could have last time. They just didn't think it would run that long.
Same speed?
Yeah, same fuse comes this way. Yeah.
That last one I threw his back button.
This guy loves that in-turn draw. His weight's been close. I expect this to be really, really close. I think he's 94 for the in-turn draw for the week.
Both skips are throwing 88% games.
Yeah, line's pretty good. Line's a little tight.
Line. Line.
Walker,
Mark's the line.
the
Weight's
land.
there, Mark. No, weight's good.
We're bouncing a bit.
Pretty
Line's
close.
good.
Close, Jeff.
Whoa,
Bouncing a bit.
6 inch bump.
Brett's in if you got to. Whoa.
Sit down. Sit.
And a little bounce.
Perfect line.
Let's try.
Well, you want to keep this around, right? Yep. Just tap it, keep it around.
just
Hook half of it on.
Yeah. This way. Back line.
Basically, just have to
What about just killing it?
No,
No.
Chance to get
What?
through here.
No, you want to keep this around. Okay, let's
Yeah,
not
let's
make
keep it
waste
around.
too much time.
Yeah.
I agree.
You ever put an angle on it? What does he do?
Something like that, and then kick this red one back a little bit. Get that red back into this area, then you'll be able to clear Gushue's next one.
He has to blow it
I
up.
think that's close.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't take any more. It should be good.
Well, this is where there is some movement.
Okay.
Right? How much space?
Just a hair low side or high side, preferably low side on the center line side.
Hair. But
And
you
just-
can also make this a hair high too.
Right, either high or
Yeah.
low, and stagger that. Just get that red one back to the back 12.
It could
playing
turn a
across it.
blank
Yeah.
goal into a deuce here if you set it up right.
It's a bit of hope for high, eh?
It's an inch
A
left.
little high would be okay.
Tough shot too. You have to make sure you move something, or Gushue could just guard it and steal one. You have to also try to stay at least 3/4 on this thing. Taking a lot less ice than Brad for the draw, obviously.
Clean it.
A little
Back
heavy.
line.
Easy.
Hard line. Back line. Hair heavy. Heavy.
Whoa.
Heavy.
Wozniak by himself.
Quite heavy.
Stay close.
Whoa, close. Yep.
Hard,
Whoa.
Matt.
Whoa, yep. Yep.
He only knows his goal. Good
Sit.
shot.
Ah,
Not really.
sorry, guys.
Not too heavy. They give him a chance to sit 2 here.
Halfway? I think good hack.
Yeah,
Good
like
hack.
Very
just
late.
forward or good hack.
Yeah.
We want to try to roll it.
Oh, that really opens it up, Cheryl, doesn't it?
You go from maybe a deuce to now it could be forced.
Force for sure. A little soft waiter here.
Yeah. Like earlier, we saw McEwen
Is that enough
with
there?
third stones
I gotta think so.
suddenly
Mark.
change plan and say, you know what, it's not setting.
I mean, we threw normal.
I'm going to play for the blind.
2 ends ago.
He
What's that?
could he not have looked at this and said, hey, this isn't setting up very well, and taken that same approach, or does he really think he could get a deuce out of this?
Well, he could have. He could have if he had tapped it on that same angle but left it in the rings. Then if Brad hits and rolls somewhere, he's going to roll too far and you tap it, you hit for 2. But they could have blown it up, banged them out of there. But as Cheryl pointed out, then Brad goes around the corner guard. If he goes around perfect, you can't blank.
And I think the thing in a game like this is if you get a sniff at a deuce, you have to try.
You better go for it, eh?
Yeah, just they won't come very often, those opportunities.
Whoa! Shooters to the bumper.
No, never. Clean.
Yeah. Shooter, get the shooter out.
Now, where's that shooter going to go? Oh, very nice. Great job to avoid touching the shot stone. How fine a shot is this? Doesn't touch the yellow on the way by, but as much as it looks pretty, has he left him something?
Well, I'm wondering if you can get it thin enough with a lot of weight to come off the back and maybe lose your shooter. Like you play the double real thin.
You got a catcher.
Yeah, he's just going to play for one.
Just playing as one.
Yeah, it's just not worth it this late in the stage. Boy, if he just tapped that back somewhere, Gushue was in trouble.
It wouldn't be stupid for him to play it. Like I'd say it wouldn't be a bad call to play it.
Not going to do a heck of a lot here. No.
Like if you played it an out turn thin on that center line guard, tried to get the back of it. Yeah, the only thing you ever get it too thin, you give up a steal.
Yeah,
the game's.
Yeah, why do that?
Whoa.
Clean, it's fine.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yeah, just keeping the brushes down.
It's fine. No. It's fine.
Watch it now.
On the side of it.
And into the side. So, very nice shot, Gushue. Forces McEwen to the single. A Canadian legend in a performance like no other, Neil Young, plays to an intimate hometown audience. Neil Young, Hometown, tomorrow at 9 on CTV. Yeah, that way. Yeah, I don't know if Neil would wear one of those. Yeah, he might wear one of those, singing Old Man or Heart of Gold or Rockin' in the Free World. And I'm sure. So McEwen forced to the single. And here we go to the even ends, and that all-important last rock now belongs to Gushue, trailing by 1. Playing the Yellowstones.
Do it. I'd like to wait on line. Yeah, we can definitely wait. It's top
It's getting
8.
better.
Top 8. Wait's good.
No. Line's
Definitely
good.
needs to curl.
Wait's
Matt's
good.
in.
Top 8.
Matt's
No
in.
beats. It's Matt's.
Wait's
Matt's
good.
in.
It's top 8.
Matt, when you can.
Top 8.
Okay, right here. Whoa. Just there. Shot Den. Nice, Den.
Okay.
Throw. What?
He's got one crack at it.
Yeah.
On the nose, yeah.
Normal.
Okay. Same as a couple ends ago, eh? Wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait's good.
Yep.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Off.
Whoa.
Off.
You. Come on.
Hard, Brett.
Okay, good.
Nice shots, Jeff.
Beauty, Jeff.
So there is the
Atta
one
boy.
corner up there. Let's play this through a little bit, Russ. And Cheryl, if you're Gushue now, would you take the chance, if given it, to run it through to 10 and try to score your 2 to win?
Yep. Yeah, you certainly could. I think the plan right now is try to utilize that corner guard and get a safe deuce. But yes, if it's not shaping up, he'll take a blank here. He'll take a blank in 9. One little error, he gets his 2 and 10 to win. Yeah, no, for sure.
Other guy has to agree with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's the problem. It's Matt and BJ that have a 10% edge on Brett and Mark. So
Sliding good to the wing here.
BJ's been playing great, putting rocks in all the right positions and making those shots that really have got them out of some ends.
Corner guard in a really good spot for Team Gushue.
Brett's going to go. They're going right around it.
Brett's played this shot a couple times.
Room. Wait.
T-line.
Top 4.
Jeff.
T, we're there. We're there.
Curl.
T-line.
If you have to sweep, it's going to have
Just
to be
behind
Jeff.
T.
Yeah, it's back 4.
Back 4 down.
Ready, Jeff?
Back 4 down.
Yeah, come on.
Back 8.
Come on.
Back 8.
Go
Back
ahead.
8. Back.
Go hard.
Hard.
Okay, Brett.
Okay.
Go through.
Still good.
Yeah.
I like that throw, Brett.
Yeah, I could tell. Well, you thought it was late.
For shot.
Probably okay.
Can you top that out?
Well, I can, yeah. Okay.
Could just rip.
Don't mind it.
I like trying to go after it.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Just through.
Okay.
They can try and roll just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Not
the
leave,
hair-
not sit
yeah,
right
that's
there.
good. Just through.
To leave some backing for Gushue to come down to and freeze on.
They got to the hack.
First priorities make contact.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Yep.
Hard done.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weight's
Whoa.
good. Heavy.
Whoa. Roll it, Mike. Whoa. Beach. Whoa. No. Danny.
Find the guard.
Hard. 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 Yep.
And avoiding the jam.
Shot.
Perfect. Some nice shots being made here. A lot of finesse
Throw that
shots and
attaboy.
big weight doubles.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, Matt and BJ both, and Mike.
6 feet less?
You see how important that corner guard is. You know, if it had been really long, it would just be useless with the caliber of player that's out here today with this type of curl.
Wait. Okay.
Line's good.
Line's still there.
Where are you?
T-line. Whoa.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Up for it.
Mark's head, yep.
Line's good.
This is curling more than the last one.
Yep.
This should bury
Throw
for
'em
sure.
lots.
Just touching T.
Okay, whoa.
Line's good. Over curling if anything.
Top four. Top four.
Whoa.
Get off.
Good shot, Brett. Attaboy.
That'll help.
Wait.
Good judge. I agree.
Completely
You don't have any of
underneath.
this, do you?
It is.
It's tough because it's going to be very straight.
Yeah, I don't have much of it. I have a
Like
little bit
this?
of it.
I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't like chasing that.
You also hate leaving it.
Speed's good here, BJ. Looks like a deuce to me. 14-5 to the T-line, BJ.
These are tough phrases.
Oh.
High in the house.
You leave it open, there's a double to sit too. I thought they might rip the guard at this point and
Room.
take their chances. They are shot
Pretty
rock.
good.
A little bit of room.
You have some room. Easy, Danny.
It's got to go. It's got to
Whoa,
go.
whoa, whoa,
We're
whoa.
close. We're there. Weight's good. We're there.
Close.
Top 8.
Whoa.
Room.
Whoa,
Top 4 height.
Line's
Top 4
not
height.
good. Line is not good.
It's back 4. It's like back to you.
Going away. Past it goes. And will.
Okay, Beach.
That's a problem.
Second shot remains Gushue.
I just hate playing around a corner guard when I don't have hammer. I think they were hoping to tick that and sit 3, roll it open a bit.
You just put it on the T line, like
You rip that guard.
Well, I was
What's
gonna
Gushue
guess,
do?
I would say
The funny
yes,
thing
but
was
I'm
Mike
terrible
looked at it
this.
earlier. At ripping it.
Yeah.
probably doesn't change the shot, does it?
Well, if it's us, we could do something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I was kind of thinking like T-line.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to freeze it and then make
He just goes right on top. That's the only thing.
Well, I'm thinking back maybe just behind and leave her a little room to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like if we're shot, this is really good.
Yeah.
Do you think we're shot?
No. You can't tell.
That's why it came down.
Well, I couldn't tell.
I can't tell. I didn't want a conversation. I wanted you to look. We could have a chat later.
I
What's that?
I would maybe bet them.
Okay.
I can't say it's us.
Okay.
A lot of pressure on Brett.
Yeah.
Really close. Like you'd have to measure.
Brad's going to the
Keep
younger
Brett
eyes.
there,
I
so I
guess.
think that's probably pretty good.
I agree.
You threw down here.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful
nice.
opportunity for at least 2 or 3 here.
Same speed or a little quicker?
It's the same. Maybe a smidge quicker.
Switch quicker.
I think
So
it's a
down to
smidge
the
quicker.
corner of what they believe is the second shot stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There'll be a little nest in there that'll be tough for McEwen to do anything with this thing.
Heavy. Back 12.
To the back one.
Back 12.
Whoa.
Maybe
Feel
more.
that, Whoa, then. Whoa.
Back 12.
Off, guys.
Back 8.
We bump that back one.
12.
Whoa, no.
Back 12.
I'm hoping
Back
we
8.
get to this one.
No.
Whoa.
Back 8.
We're fine now.
No.
Yep.
Well, we don't need it. Little bounce.
Behind T. Just behind T.
Freeze it, or?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Okay, Mark.
Wow. Oh, wow. They didn't, without a lick of a brush.
All you guys.
Nice shot. You made it easy on us.
All you guys. It was all Mark.
Made that up a little.
Look at that. That's all they did. Little dusting, basically.
Yeah, you're frozen.
That's how good the judgment is. Isn't it? You think they would overcook that.
That's fine.
This has got danger written all over it for McEwen.
How's the weight?
Light right now.
Go. Okay, just go then.
Line's really good.
Line's good. Gotta go,
Really
line.
light. Gotta go.
Gotta go, line.
Got it.
By contrast,
Really gotta
now
go line.
Wozniak and Neufeld have to pound this all the way
Keep going,
in.
Danny. Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I want to get second shot.
Whoa.
Not bad. Good sweep.
And it's close again. Goodness.
I could have bounced it a little more, but.
Who's shot now?
Yeah, there you go. Let's see.
Us, eh?
You're good?
We're shot.
You're good? Okay, good.
We're good.
Yes,
That
they
looks
are.
like us.
It is.
Yeah.
Shot Gushue.
It's doing that,
Stone
but
just thrown by
I don't see any other good options.
Mark Nichols.
Unless we want to try and come through here.
What about over here, Brad?
There.
It's not bad.
Again, if he gets one in there,
Okay.
You let him play.
probably a little bit early for that yet.
Okay, I don't mind your call.
I
then.
like your
Okay.
half berry, full
We
eight.
played this 2 ends ago.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
Can I give you the same? Wait,
It's going to be slower.
I think it's a little slower.
It's going to be 4 feet slower path.
Okay.
I agree with that.
But
You want this on the tee or
top 8.
I
Wait to 4.
just want a full eight.
Full eight.
Okay.
Speed's nice here. Top tee.
Light only or
T
not?
line.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Oh, I don't want that.
T.
T.
Whoa, line's getting to get tight.
Back button.
Rub
Yep.
would be good.
Yep.
Rub's good.
Whoa.
Back
Yep.
button.
Whoa.
Need a rub.
Whoa.
Yep.
No.
Got a rub.
Top button.
No.
Top button.
No.
Sit.
No.
And a little deeper than they'd hoped. Top 8 was asked for. Top edge of the button. Not looking at the skips numbers this time, but at the thirds. And Mark Nichols with that draw. And it's where you're asked. And even at that, 67%. Not the kind of numbers you see from Mark Nichols. Player numbers brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. In the scheme of things,
I don't mind the out. Right on it. Really nice.
Russ, by coming that, well, let's just say 2 stones too deep, what does it mean?
Well, I don't mind it actually, because if it was up higher, this run would be pretty automatic. But if it's made properly, now that scoring area is so short for Gushue, but I'm not sure it's staggered a bit, so I'm not sure you can stick this perfect.
Which is why they were just trying to tuck it around so that run and sit right there wasn't there.
But if it had gone a foot farther even, then the red rays could maybe make the yellow double. And then Gushue's hard pressed to score 2. He's still got a great chance for 2 here. If he ever misses this run, he'd be drawn for 3 with his first one.
I'm gonna probably err on crossing this because you could maybe promote your run stone into the pocket on the left.
Easy. Really hard. Easy.
Hard.
Hard.
All the way. All the way on McEwen's first.
Hard.
And stuffed it and doesn't quite get it underneath.
Shoot.
They come up a little bit more
See
in
the curl
there.
a little more.
Yeah.
Just a fraction more.
Caught it between.
Almost perfect.
Shoot, had the right idea at least.
Close. Is that Brad or Brett?
You want to 7 here?
Are they rolling buried behind the corners or rolling behind the center?
I thought they were
corners.
Gushue was going to behind the corners.
Yeah.
I like it. You like that ice?
Yeah.
It's not too much, is
This
it?
is the
think it is maybe on the
perfect storm
backside,
for a team like McEwen to give up a bundle.
going
Like,
to the wing a bit.
It is, yeah.
no risk for Gushue. Everything's been around the corner guard. You sink this. I don't know what. Mike's going to have a tough one. Made a great soft touch to sit 2 last end. Gushue down a straight spot.
Close. Whoa!
Heavy hack.
No.
Walker, Gallant.
No. Close.
So far, nothing from them. Cross the nose, roll underneath, and nothing.
Okay.
But they are sitting the 2. It is 2.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
I think that 4 is going to spin in for a little.
Ooh. Oh my God. That's pretty hard. But even if I touched mine, actually. Well, are you thinking if you touch this? Yeah, actually, that probably wouldn't be good. All I have to do is hit it off onto this.
Yeah. I think that's a shot.
We can make the roll too. Like I don't have to fire it.
Like,
No, I like a little bit of what he leaves. Maybe the roll with his shooter.
Yeah, I know.
Safe, right?
Make
As
that
long as
roll
we're
under
line
the
2?
center with.
yeah, it looks like you're making the roll. You're making both shots.
You're making them both? Yeah, okay.
Firm normal?
Yeah.
The problem, though, is A, you could jam,
Like right here.
or B, you can hit it this way,
Not
and that
fairly where you throw it,
yellow
right?
rock, it actually,
get a bit of finish.
it might spin. I
Gets
heard
off the line.
Brett Gallant say it might spin
little
into
bit.
there.
You
If it ends up in that spot, it's closer than the Reds.
For normal.
And it's still a hit for 2, depending on where this ends up.
3/4 high is good.
Yeah. I mean that looks close for a firm normal.
Boy.
Okay.
Even if he stuffs it, he might roll right behind his own.
I think this is close, guys.
Okay.
Let's make it.
Like it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you've got to feather that back yellow, otherwise it spins back into the 8-foot, Cheryl. You've got to just tick it on the way by.
Somebody be really aware with Mike's shooter. Watch that roll.
Normal.
Whoa. Whoa,
Yep.
Dan. Whoa, Dan.
McEwen's
Whoa, Dan. Whoa,
last.
Dan.
Right now, it is Gushue sitting 2,
Yeah.
trying to angle it back.
Never.
Watch the roll.
Not a
Watch the
touch,
roll.
not a
Roll.
lick. Look out. And rolling away. And watch that shooter.
Yes.
And
Nice
yes,
shot.
it gets underneath by about half a stone. They move the yellow back far enough, and it is now McEwen sitting 2.
It's the only spot he could hit it.
Mike was all over him too to watch the roll.
Just got that back one thin like he said, otherwise it kicks in there. Brilliant.
And then touching that yellow back enough to bring the stone top edge of the 8 into play.
Just all around great shot. Under pressure in a big game.
I like it.
Half a rock.
It's a double there.
Brad, half?
Half a rock would be nice, yep. That's about all I got.
I think he's hoping, Cheryl, that it'll redirect
When I
out
say
that
half
way
makes it,
and save this
you're
rock
hitting it
right
right.
here.
Okay, let's see it.
I didn't know if we could see enough of it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Behind the corner, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it's there because it'll spin.
McEwen may have thought he had him snookered here.
Whoa, whoa.
But all he's got, Gushue says, is this double
No, never.
to get a couple.
Never. Spin it
Not
back.
a lick. Off and underneath. Got to go. Oh, and it backs up. And when they finally settle, it's going to be a steal of 2. McEwen here at 8. Well, he's got to shake it off now and focus on trying to come back with 2 ends to play. Trying this double to bring that stone back edge of the 8 into play. Brad Gushue.
No, never.
Well, it's just one of those ones that you take on the risk. He thought that red would kick by, but he hit it too thin and then gets really unlucky by chopping off McEwen's rock and leaving the 2. Steal a 1 is what he thought would be the worst result.
And the family not liking the result either. So we go to 9, 6-3 McEwen.
Top of the cups here, guys.
And Gushue will once again have last rock playing the Yellowstones.
You could criticize that call. It was,
Sorry, guys, bad throw.
very tough, but the way Gushue's played in the last couple of years, he felt he'd make it. Sometimes that's a curse.
He apologized right there to the guys. Sorry, bad throw.
Mike seems to have that kind of, it's more instinct on his timing of when, that was a risky shot Mike played. But it's like he's waiting a little later in a game, and then he's more comfortable putting the broom down, and so he's got more opportunity to make those shots and apply the pressure, and that worked out.
It needs to. Still not curling. Are you going here?
No.
No, it's not there.
This isn't good. They got to have this top half of the rings here.
No, it's stopping. That's good.
Nice shot, Danny.
Get in.
Ooh, just.
Good. Good. Just didn't curl. Throw.
No, the other thing, and for fairness for Brad, it was, obviously risky, but the tap, in-turn tap for 1 was not a gimme for either. So the way McEwen's playing, I think, predicated that call. It's like if I get my 1, which is tough to do, I'm still in trouble.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yep. Even him up. Yep.
Not as much as he is right now.
Good.
This is the time in the game, though, for McEwen. You've got the lead. You've been fighting a tight battle for 8 ends, and now you take a little extra second on every throw because you're starting to look at the finish line. It can easily happen.
Hard.
Yeah! Really got to go.
Danny Neufeld really got to go, and he jammed it. He stuffed it, rather. Leaves the
to your point,
shooter right there. Maybe just a loss of focus.
Came on.
Top 4 depth?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Seems to gave in that second one last time.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a better setup. Even the reds are in good spots for Gushue.
Hi, Dad.
I get a little less.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead.
Where is it? Top 8. Top 4.
Brett Gallant.
Line's tight a little bit.
Top 4.
A bit, Mark.
Line's good.
Where are you?
Top 4. Top 4 T. Line's good. T-line.
Curling a bit.
Clean.
Just fighting T.
Over curling.
Line's perfect.
Keep it above this.
Sliding really good. It's
line's perfect.
Be even with just biting T.
Yeah, hard. Go, Mark. Go. Okay.
And in behind they go.
Yeah, it's a rocket.
You don't have much of that, do you?
Right?
What's that? Either run it or peel the yellow, right?
Yeah, it's good. Play the in-turn.
Yeah, probably. You just don't want to peel our own, I don't think.
Yeah, let's play this.
Right? Okay. You know what I mean? Give
it a go.
Another round, it might make a bigger target. Okay, Matty, here we go.
Interesting. I guess if Gushue goes around the red one, the 2 yellows will be grouped for a double later, and you might get lucky here.
Hard! Now it's VJ Neufeld on Wozniak second.
Hard!
1.
Okay,
and across the top.
Close.
Try, Matt.
I'd like to bump this just a little.
Okay. Just tell me the weight.
Probably running mine.
Back 4.
Sure.
How's that look?
Close. Good.
Back 8. Where? Back 4. Whoa, guys. No line here.
Weight's real good.
We got no line at all.
Gotta be a little heavy, eh?
Nope.
Back 4.
Back 4.
It's coming.
No. Line's not good here.
Back 4.
We're going to give him a shot at both of our yellows. Whoa. Sit. Okay.
Get them both.
Perfect weight. If I hit the yellow real thin, I probably get everything, right?
Yeah, it's really tough, though.
I think that jams.
I do, too.
What if I just nose the yellow or roll away a bit?
I don't like that.
Okay.
You want to come look at it quick?
Yeah, I think take some time on some of these. It's
Well, the other problem is if you hit
You're thinking this.
Hit the hole.
Yeah,
almost
hitting
half
the
the yellow,
really
it stays.
thin and it gets rid
You
of
take out your own. It's not worth it.
I don't know. Isn't this going down? Yeah, you could probably make it. It's.
I mean, TV's
if you
really
don't
deceiving,
make
so
this,
maybe
though,
it
it's going to
doesn't.
be over here. I don't really like that.
Like it hit and roll away off the yellow, maybe lie 3.
You just pick this too through the hole.
That was my thought.
I don't mind that, PJ. Or that. That's fine.
yeah,
Okay, so that.
you know,
Even if you kill this,
2
it's
is
not that
okay
bad.
here, and I think that's what you got to keep going back to.
Yes.
2 is okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa!
BJ Neufeld.
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard.
Hard.
And picking through the hole, he does.
I think that's the right shot.
I think so too. Yeah.
It'd have to be this side of it. Get there and he can do it.
It's either that or we play like back 8, tap the red this way and roll under.
Don't hate it.
I don't mind the freeze either, Brad.
Tap it either way, really.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Back 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, having
Probably
two
does as well to get rid of it, though, isn't it? We do have to say, like, if we're going to pump it here, it's just well to,
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
to knock it out.
Hack.
Hack weight.
Having 2 buried's never a bad thing.
No.
You're trying to score 3.
Good down here, Brad. Hackley.
Should finish pretty hard here for Mark. And the other turn, we remember he wrecked on a corner guard with a draw attempt that just hung forever. So you'd have to think this out turn will bust hog line in.
Close.
Yep. On the light side of hack.
Yep.
Mark Nichols.
Quiet side of hack.
Whoa.
No. Hack weight. Perfect hack weight.
Close.
Really good weight.
No. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Roll it, Brett. Roll it.
And rolling it
Sit,
and
sit.
underneath as well.
Well, that's a pretty nice shot.
Shot, Mark.
Pistol. Yeah. Great weight.
Not only is it buried, but it's frozen. It's not hard to get it out if there wasn't a guard.
No.
Oh.
If it doesn't touch it.
You need to make contact here.
Yep. Hard, 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 hard.
Wozniak. And they do, and one will go. Now Shooter's moved over now and is covering the
Shot, Beach.
A little unlucky.
Gushue Stone, edge of the 4.
Not this wide, though.
Yeah, they did get a little unlucky with that. BJ threw that well enough to make it better, but his shooter rolls.
At least it's not quite buried and it's not frozen anymore.
It should be the same, yeah.
Tricky to get that yellow one because that's a really straight spot.
Well, an advantage for McEwen. It's his guard up front, so if anything happens, they've got that to run.
We're there right now. Yeah.
Top 4.
Mine's good.
This will hang forever.
Top 4.
Mine's good. Room.
Top button.
Tapping ours a little, I think.
Top button.
Whoa. Whoa, I'd like to get to the inside
Right
of
to
ours.
ours.
Close.
Mine's good.
Yep.
Tapping
Back
ours.
button.
Yep.
Back button.
Tapping ours a foot.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. And
Whoa, why are we sweeping?
Whoa. Okay, good shot.
The 7, right? I mean, I do have some of it, but I think.
Is there enough to go after the double here?
No, I don't think
it's risky.
Yeah.
Half one turn right here.
The run's probably better.
You said intern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't miss the run wide and guard those 2 yellows. Miss it on the center line side.
Intern.
Should have a double obviously with his last one.
Team Gushue just keeps applying the pressure.
Oh yeah, they played a nice end.
Couple bad misses for 3.
Well, only one. Like. Yep.
Quickly.
Yep. Whoa.
Out of his hand again, Wozniak.
Yeah. Whoa.
BJ Neufeld calling line. Here we go. Run it back. One. And he got them both. Magic Mike. Magic Mike.
What a shot.
Jump.
That was brilliant.
Oh, that really is. You know, you've ever high-sided, take out your own. You probably guarded both yellows. They loop a third one underneath.
Oh, I love seeing that emotion from these guys. That's
and right back into it.
Yeah, they're controlling it.
Oh, it's just fantastic to see.
Angle that one. Okay.
Yeah. Speed will be nice there.
Bite the button down.
Speed's still good.
Speed's nice.
Still a chance. Trying to get one in there. I think. Can you be a little high side? I think you can.
Clean. Hair heavy. Yep.
Hair heavy.
Whoa, Ben.
T.
Whoa, line's good.
Right here, boys.
T line.
Real close. Oh, not curling.
It's got to
Weight's
curl.
good. Top 4.
Really going straight here, guys.
Jeff, foot heavy.
Play the freeze, maybe.
Freeze this. Freeze this.
Freeze.
We're there. We're right to it.
Whoa.
We're to it.
Yep. There it goes.
Yep.
Yep.
A little bit.
Yep. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, and right to it. Oh, goodness.
Nice shot.
Real straight here. Yep.
Just that over curl by
Right there,
what?
right there.
Millimeter.
Well, I think they were hoping to bury it, actually. Maybe an under curl, and then they went and they decided to go for the freeze.
freeze.
That's so poker straight on that outturn side.
You hit a quarter and no goal. This will be straight here, boys. So
Oh, yeah.
careful.
They can back this up, if anything. Look at the broom. If that doesn't curl at all, it ticks the guard right now.
Really good words by Mike. Hey, you know the brushers are going to have a little adrenaline. Maybe just give a second before you jump on it.
Gushue throws lead zone for Jennifer Jones, eliminated earlier today. McEwen slash.
Straight to it. You got it.
Eddie Neufeld right to it, right to it, right to it, and away it goes.
Great throw.
Throw, Mikey.
It's tough, Mike. Thanks.
Just unstoppable today.
Yep. Well, rock positioning, right? Not getting him in the right spots, and
not quite. Yeah.
No, but I mean, really, you looked at those two Gushue two stones they put in great spots, but then it's how the McEwen team responds with those run backs.
Yeah,
BJ,
you can't stop a run double.
oh, I just back to back, amazing shots.
Walker, Gallant with the carry.
Nice sweeping, guys.
And nice sweeping indeed. They'll drag it right to the lid for a single in 9, but Mike McEwen leads by 2.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
Mike McEwen came into this event saying he had dialed it back, mellow Mike, elevator music Mike, but this is all rock and roll.
Well, this game has been about apply pressure and then respond to pressure, and this is a massive game for this team, one of the biggest of their lives, and look at the shots.
Hard mat, hard mat, hard mat, hard mat.
That's a game saver.
Nice shot. Nice shot, Mike. What?
Gushue forced to take the single. Numbers are pretty even, but main number, the carry about the most, is a 6-4. McEwen leads it. And he has last rock coming home. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
A little bit early, Jeff.
We talk about 5 rock roll, 8 ends.
Got a curl now, actually.
Different formats.
Mark, ready, Mark.
Awfully nice game out here.
Back 4.
Come on. Hard. Hard. Hard, Mark.
Never
Go,
stop,
go,
Mark.
Go, 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 go.
It's the exact same situation as Holman Jones. And Rachel had to hit against 3 to win that game.
lot of deep breaths here, taking a little extra time on everything.
Whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean, 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 clean. Let's roll.
That's a benefit that teams have. I mean, McEwen's team's been together 11 years, so they've been in a lot of pressure games, final games, incredible situations. They will know each other very well.
And it's hard to believe this is a team that nearly blew itself up a couple of years ago.
It's true.
And then they decided to work through their problems. There was a lot of infighting. And now here they are, one end from a win and a spot in the final to go to the Olympics.
It's tough to play that get together for that many years and still keep trying to get better. Complacency can become a big thing after a long time together as a team.
I need to rip this out.
Rip it out.
Yeah.
We haven't been out this wide on this turn. Can't see it moving much. You can clip the guards, not bad, but just do not miss wide.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa. 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 It's falling. Whoa. Whoa. Good throw. Good.
It's so poker straight when you get that weight up with these stones.
It's nice.
Top four, top eight.
Less than
Top eight
right now.
That felt there.
Top four.
Top four.
Line's good.
Line's good, boys.
Top four.
Line's good.
Maybe T.
Doesn't need to curl. Clean it.
Top T line.
Split and T.
Clean it.
Line's good.
Bite and T.
Clean it.
Bite and T. Just shy of that now.
Top four.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good rock, Mark.
Oh, wait. Good one.
Good play this too. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't hate it either.
It's like a third-ish. Right? Yeah, I mean, I think half a rock, you're not jamming
let's play.
the red. Yeah, I don't want to jam. What? Half's close. Okay, B, let's make it.
That's the safest play.
Should track back on you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yep.
Hard. Follow this through, Maddie. Whoa. Maybe.
Oh.
Follow through.
Nope.
Good throw, BJ. And by it goes. Now you're desperate. You need two, and you've got to come in.
Okay, good try.
Well, they can still guard one more here.
You need to come in?
Well, fine with this.
I think he called this one in. Did he? A freeze?
Do we need to come in with this? That's all. Like, bite?
We have a timeout, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it last. Talk about it.
Well, we got 3 rocks, so we got to get 2
I
of them
know,
in.
I'm just thinking, so we go here, and he...
We go here. What does he do?
He's probably going to play the hit and roll.
Yeah.
I was thinking he hits that, then his next one he peels.
Well, then I come in here, and then he peels, and then I do this.
And then you hit and roll away. Yeah.
Or if he makes the roll away, and then on my last, I got to make some sort of double to I3.
Greasy double. Okay.
That's my thought process. You know, we could certainly do this, but then you give him 3 cracks at doubles.
My only thought was if we try this.
I don't know if it changes much. He just hammers this in there, loosens those up, and again, doubles.
I like the guard.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's either we guard here or we
Brad's
guard
right.
over here.
I mean, if
6
he's
to 1.
taking this one
I
on
think you guard
again,
here.
like you've got more of a chance of a jam,
You
right?
guard here, but you shrink the rings a little better.
He's going to take this on.
Yeah.
If we guard
believe,
here.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if
we shrink the rings a little bit.
we guard here and he takes this on again, there's more chance of a jam.
Okay, we got to go.
Room length short, eh?
Right there.
Yeah.
So the guard.
Right in the middle of the cup. Okay.
So the guard number 1, Mike peels this one. Now he might stay, but if he doesn't, Gushue goes in here, and then he's got 2 buried, and Mike peels the guard. Gushue hits that one and sits 3.
It might even be just a foot or 2 quicker than the other.
Okay.
Same as coming this way, though.
Right. You don't want this guard long either, because they might take a run at that across the sheet double again, like they just did.
Right.
Nothing to lose.
Line's good. Yep. It's curling. Curling really early. Hard. Over and off now, Jeff.
Real high.
Get it to make sure it's over. Get it over.
Looks like
Get it
it's
over.
picking, boys.
Get it over
They
hard.
wanted it at the top of the cup.
Stalled it, eh?
Yeah.
Pick a little, or?
Just looked like he stalled
Like
it
you
a
threw
bit.
it funny, but I couldn't tell for sure.
It looked heavy sliding out. So.
Solid half? I like hack weight. Okay.
It's huge because now you get a
Pretty
chance to get at
gradual.
this. You get this. You've got a wide open one on the other side.
Yeah, it sounded like it picked. It's so long, too. Pretty much not there.
Hair soft, hair down.
Easy, Matt.
Yep. Hard. Hack. Hard.
Whoa, clean. Yep.
Hard, hard.
Yep. Yep.
Wozniak.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Denny Neufeld.
Good, Matt. Great shoot, Matt.
Gushue has stolen a couple of points twice in the round robin.
Shot.
Once against John Epping, the other against Brendan Botcher.
Freeze it on there.
Very early in the round robin.
Yeah.
Would have been a little nicer to roll that out, but it was virtually dead buried, so you couldn't throw any weight at it. Right.
Last mark.
Sorry, at one point coming down the sheet when BJ said it's light and it's tight, I'm thinking they're not going to get it by that.
Didn't get by much either.
T line, guys.
Weight's pretty close.
Low.
I like the weight.
Low line.
T.
Low line.
Close.
Low
Weight's real
line.
nice.
Gonna go a little.
Yep.
Red's in.
No, line's good.
I like it to curl.
Just lock it on the corner. Line's good.
Yep.
Yep.
Line's good.
Walker and Gallant.
Hard.
Going to try and give him a chance. Oh, and he does. Locks it on the corner. Not done yet. Spectacular curling shot.
Corner. Line's good.
Yep.
Yep.
Line's good.
Such a team shot. You know, all four of them communicating. Look at the speed.
Hard.
That out doesn't do anything. You can't kill both reds right now.
True. That's a good point. He has this, I guess.
Yeah, nose. Get rid of
That's
that
his
back
only
red
shot,
one.
right?
Get rid of that back red one.
What?
Get rid of that back red one, like nose this here, right?
true. No.
If you stay on this, then it's really good.
He has to get. He has to lie two.
Right.
If you
The
stay
only way
on
you can
this,
do that is by this. Or by.
If you stay on this and get rid of this,
I don't think you get rid of that.
We're gold. It's over.
Yeah. But if you roll off, he makes the double and he lies three.
Okay.
you got your nose hit. You have a
You got a
nose
nose
hit
hit.
for the win.
Well, I don't think
Well, what
there's
do
a
you- what do you-
reason to even
What do you like?
do
What do you like,
anything.
Mike?
What do you
What do you
like,
like,
then?
Mike?
What do you like, Mike? If you peel this out and he makes this really good, we got to draw the button, right?
And it's
Can
not
he
against the
make it?
loss. I like that.
We got to.
Yeah, you can
we
make
calling
it.
a second one, or are we going?
No, no. We got to go because we
think
only
that's
have
hard.
44 seconds. So. No.
Great awareness.
Call the second one.
What they're worried about is how does Gushue sit two?
Time out.
He has to move this one. If he freezes to it, he loses. So he has to move it.
Time out.
And then it's a wide open hit unless Brad Gushue can roll right to there, but not there. Tough shot. And even if he makes it, because this rock on the right-hand side is peeled out, Mike will be drawing the forefoot for the win and not the loss.
Play such a difficult
Can't you
shot.
just draw in the middle there and doesn't that
over?
just?
Yeah, you could take it away. I guess you could guard the shot rock.
They just called their timeout because they said they had, I think, 34 seconds left.
Yeah, he's just almost need to.
Is there anywhere I
Good draw. That's good. Beach.
I don't.
Not really?
I think rip it out.
Okay. I'm good with this. Here last.
You could guard the low side of that red one.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad would then come off of this one, maybe.
Clean.
Yeah,
Clean.
this is the right
Yep.
call.
Yep. Yep. Hard, Matt. Shot, Mike. Attaboy.
Problem for Brad Gushue is he has to move this. So now, I'm not sure how you roll
Probably just stay at the hog line.
You almost have to throw peel, like you throw like a hack weight, or you roll far enough. You're not anywhere near sitting two.
No. So you throw what, peel weight and be perfect roll with it.
Like I think it was a really smart move. You can't get that yellow one that Brad put in there.
Well, the crowd appreciative of a well-curled game here on this semifinal Saturday night.
Yep.
Gushue's last attempt has to be sitting two.
Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Walker Gallant has to sit two. Walker Gallant has to sit two and will roll too far. Mike McEwen gets good luck. Wife Dawn will watch him tomorrow against Kevin Cooey.
Thanks, Mark. Great playing. Great playing. Great playing. Great playing.
6-4 the final. And now Mike McEwen will move on, gather himself up, and Kevin Cooey knows who he's going to play.
I didn't want to do something.
McEwen on, and tomorrow night at 7 Eastern Time, the men will decide who wears the maple leaf in Korea.
But I didn't want to make anything better for him.
So now we're down to just 4 teams remaining of the 18 that started. And championship Sunday begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The women's final, Chelsea Carey against Rachel Homan. Carey going through undefeated. Rachel Homan coming off a win over the reigning gold medalist, Jennifer Jones. So till we talk with you again, tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings from Ottawa is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.